Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa!
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Talking a little football
Yeah, that's
here
a
in
good
the arena.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you got some football stuff coming up for this season, right? You still got that in the works? Not we.
Yeah.
Because you work me enough.
Trying.
But I'll be supporting at the crib.
Some Ram stuff.
Trying to get it going.
I love me some Rams, boy.
There's no Chargers.
Got Adams.
Chargers, no. There's two teams here.
I know I don't.
Can't support both of them like you don't support the
Not
Clippers.
yet. Not yet.
So you got to pick one you like. So I get
No, see, I'm a new Rams fan, so I don't even have an enemy yet.
I got you.
I got to figure out who their enemies is, and then.
Whoever in their conference.
LA still ain't embraced the Chargers, though.
I'm in a division.
That's San Diego squad.
Like whoever like in the,
Right.
in the division, right?
Should have run the Raiders back.
Yeah, normally that's like it's the Broncos,
The Broncos,
Raiders,
Chiefs.
Chiefs, the Chiefs.
I can't beef with the Raiders, 'cause that's LA too.
Yeah, you know better. You know better, Gil.
That's what should have
Get
came
ready.
there.
This is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Woo woo. Woo woo. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us. Rocking the Cooper flag.
Yeah, you know,
Word.
high school. I know he's familiar with this color, so he should be coming soon. Not now,
Not yet.
but eventually. You feel me?
You got to put on about 60 pounds.
Lakers
on.
want
They
everybody.
didn't get it.
Lakers
Huh?
want
They
everybody.
ain't even got drafted yet.
I know.
Y'all
60 pounds.
I'm still trying to figure out. You know, they want to make a trade. You know what I mean?
for who?
Let them put on
LeBron
60,
James.
start
The
hitting
only,
the hookah.
only person y'all got
LeBron James.
that they gonna want.
Give them a second. Let them start hitting the hookah, you know. Complaining
You
at
might want
officials.
Rui, you know.
We got Rui. We got
One guy.
Rui,
Red Dog.
cash,
One guy.
Some cat.
We got some cats.
Damn.
some stock in the Laker organization.
You know what? We'll trade you number 77 for the number 1 pick. Trade it back.
Trade it back to y'all.
That'd be crazy. Oh my God, that'd be crazy.
We want Kyrie too.
Damn.
See Kyrie back on his journey, getting right.
Boycott.
On this side of the couch, representing Tough Crowd University, we got Mr. B, Brandon Jennings. We see it.
Yeah.
I'm liking what Tough Crowd has been rolling out lately.
Thank you.
Appreciate you for always blessing the arena.
Thank you.
Find us new threads, keeping us looking fashionable. And on this side of the couch, we got the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff, former number 1 pick, Kenyon Martin, back here with us.
What happened?
And for all the fans out there, we still got 2 viewing options for you, our traditional version, mobile, vertical version. Pick whichever one you want to watch. Just make sure you support the show. Here's what's cracking in the arena today. The Thunder came through in the clutch again to get their second straight win over the Nuggets, take a 3-2 series lead. What does Denver need to do to slow down this OKC squad to force a Game 7? They got the Nuggets looking like old men out there. That crew throwing that bench at them.
Dude,
The Joker MF, new game's going to waste.
No, man, that man needs some
He
help.
needs some help. Help! Tyrese Haliburton delivered a dominant performance to send the Pacers to their second straight Eastern Conference Finals. But does Hallie squad have enough to be a 16-win team this postseason? They're halfway there. They got the 8. They need 8 more. Some on this couch are believers. Some are not.
Hey, I'm okay.
We'll get to it.
We're going to get to it, yeah. You see who he pointing at? He pointing at you. He want to hear your opinion. And the Cavs were the top-seeded team in the East this season, but their injury-plagued roster got hit with the gentleman's sweep. Should Cleveland run it back next season? Donovan Mitchell said he wants to run it back. Was very emotional. Obviously, after getting eliminated from the playoffs, had a lot of things to say. But before we get into all that, as always, the show is brought to you by Underdog. Please download the app, use promo code GIL, get $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick 'em. As for tonight, Gil has some picks up in his partner pack on the Underdog app. Gil already hit earlier this week,
Oh, yeah,
so I'd be inclined to roll with him.
Had a replacement. Yeah, I didn't. I was.
No,
I had a doctor's appointment.
no, it was
I was
who was that damn 16? Yep, toe band.
Harris Garland. Yeah.
So
Yeah, he was out there.
you got Jaylen Brown higher 4.5.
Like, cut it off.
Fucking told.
There you go. Big Bodega higher 19.5 points. Derek White higher 18.5 points. Julius Randle missing his first 3-point attempt in the game tonight.
That's a hell of a
Okay,
game.
Gus, so you got a little
gotta
bit more
be careful
bold and
with that
ambitious.
Somebody telling him.
That's some real
I
gambling
just like to
shit.
start either I'm gonna start with a green or just start with a red and just call it a night.
Yeah, I like. I need the ones that could go all game because you get disappointed you messing around and hit it.
No, I hate I refuse to do certain certain ones because it's like you be like all green, and for some reason the one you need is always the last one, and that's the one that turns red. Like, come on.
Yeah.
First attempt.
So
First attempt.
Somebody
we asked the
tell 'em.
chat if they are
I
riding or
did that
fading.
one day. I went all in one day, like first everything.
Yeah, first everything.
All that shit was red.
They should give you something if you go all red too.
Like
That's
I went crazy too. It was like it was like something that you, if they hit this, if I hit 4 of these motherfuckers, it's great.
Oh yeah, one of the
Like it was like 190 times the money, some crazy shit, right?
They know what they're doing.
Man.
We asked the chat if they're riding or fading with your picks for tonight, Gil. 60% of the chat is rolling with these picks. Good job, Gil. Yet again, if you like them, go ahead and download the Underdog app. Use promo code Gil for $1,000 in bonus cash plus a special pick 'em. I know I messed up. Players F up too. But go ahead.
Was that Diet Coke? Mm-hmm. Who drinks Diet Coke?
Any Diet Coke?
Below diet.
Delicious beverage. For those who don't want calories.
It's a fucking
There's no calories? No, there got to be some calories.
something.
They ain't put anything.
motherfuckers eat cheeseburger and chili cheese fries with a Diet Coke. Talking about let's stop the shit, man.
Say that 200 calories. King. Okay.
But you
Saving
eat,
those
but what you eating with the Diet Coke? I'm just saying. I hear it and see it all the time. Like,
On that diet.
dude,
like,
yeah, just, dude,
Might as well just get the regular.
yeah, just so what is
Get the regular
calories?
and
So
get the
imagine-
regular, no fries.
So what's worse, the no sugar or the calories? I think the sugar is might as well get the one with
sugar's the
no
worst.
sugar, right?
Yeah.
Now, I get
Calories
sugar.
is.
This Gatorade I'm
you
drinking.
double up?
Sugar.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
If you can't watch this show live with us on YouTube, we have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. So we're going to start this one a little bit different. Gil, last week on the show, you talked about how you found a loophole at the county fair basketball game, ended up getting banned. So our expert team found this photo of you at the county fair.
Yeah, boy.
That's a lot of stuffed animals. So confirming the story, this was posted on your Instagram back in 2015 with the following caption: "We just got banned from all the basketball hoops at the Orange County Fair. Everyone screamed, 'The rims are bent.' I screamed, 'Hibachi.' Hashtag Arenas family. Hashtag County Fair rock stars." So OC Fair spokeswoman Robin Wagner said you weren't actually banned from returning and playing in the future, but had won the daily maximum of 1 prize per day from each of the fair's 15 basketball games. She also said no one at the fair recalled anyone previously achieving that same winning streak. So what's the key to gaming the system and winning big at the fair for everybody out there? Because some of us struggle. I know the rims are bent, but what's the hustle?
So on the long ones, right? It's the angle. Like I'm sitting there looking at it like, and I said, "Yo, can you put the ball in?" So they grab it and they do it like that, and I'm like, so it's bent like this, so I got to shoot it at angle, right? So I get to the side, and so instead of shooting at mine, I'm shooting sideways. So
Corner store.
that was so funny. So it'll like hit and then sit around and then go in, and if it bounces to the next one too and go in. So I was.
So it counts if it hits
And then they start changing and say it's only the one that you aim at and shit like that. Like, come on, really?
They ain't know what they was doing. They sitting there like, come on.
So what's the process like for getting banned for the day at the county fair? They roll up on you with security?
Yeah, they did. Like, because I was just going from what's the name to what's the name, and they're looking at all the toys, and it was like, you maxed out for the day.
How you?
Maxed out. Ain't no max. And then they were.
Oh, now it is.
Yeah, you
But they ain't never had nobody win. They came up that shit on
You're
the
going to play
fly.
some other games. I don't know no other games.
Orange County Fair, huh?
Yeah, they made us that shit.
That's lit.
They made that shit up on the fly. Like, shit, we got to get this
And you
nigga
was
out of
black?
here.
Oh, yeah. Show black ass out
And
there.
Garner, can we pull that photo up one more time, please? My good man.
I had the little ones. I had the big ones, boy. Yeah.
How much money did you end up spending to win all those prizes?
I don't remember.
But he was going home with it.
Yeah. You see, I had stuff behind us.
I see. Oh, this is a big elephant. What is that?
Yeah. The elephant behind.
What'd you end up doing with all those?
Kids is playing.
Kids, man.
But do they need all those?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stuffed animals?
No, they
had a
enjoy
ball.
stuffed animals. Trust me.
Then started arguing about the ones that just had one in it. It was rough.
They like, Daddy can shoot.
Yeah.
Dad, go play this one.
No, that's lit though.
With the donut hat, I thought it was a sombrero at first. With the donut hat on
Good
top
old
of the
days,
dome.
boy.
This boy is crazy.
Hello, Elijah.
All right, well, let's keep this thing moving because we got some playoff basketball to talk about. But today's podcast is sponsored by SeatGeek. Everyone can use our code ARENA10 and get 10% off your SeatGeek order. Whether you're a new customer or not, sports, concerts, festivals, you name it. The Kendrick and SZA Grand National Tour is underway, so I've been looking on SeatGeek for the best deals. And the Dodgers are on their quest to repeat as World Series champs, so you don't have to pull up to a few games using SeatGeek. SeatGeek rates on a scale of 1 to 10, so look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. No matter how many times you've bought tickets using SeatGeek before, code ARENA10 is going to get you 10% off your next order. So take out your phone, open the SeatGeek app, and add code ARENA10 to your account. Appreciate you to the folks at SeatGeek for helping keep the lights on. All right, well, now let's talk little playoffs. Had some big games last night. SGA came through with a clutch performance in Game 4 to even the Thunder Nuggets series at 2 games each. Nikola Jokic led the Nuggets with 27 points and 13 rebounds, but shot under 40% from the field for the third straight game. When a series is tied 2-2, the team that wins Game 5 goes on to win that series 81% of the time. Both teams played like this game, like their season was on the line. Let's take a look at the highlights if we can, please. So after combining for 25 points in the first quarter of Game 4, both teams got to work early in this one, combining for 55 points. OKC jumped out to a 12-2 lead to start the game, but the Nuggets kept their composure, fought their way back into the game. The league's 2 MVP finalists showed just how valuable they are. SGA finished with 31 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. He was 12 of 23 from the field, 6 for 6 from the line. While Joker had something like an MFU game reminiscent of the series opener, putting up 44 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists in 44 minutes of action. Jokic was 17 of 25 from the field, 5 of 7 from 3, and 5 for 5 from the line. Jamal Murray had 28 points on 10 of 27 shooting. He was 3 of 13 from beyond the arc, and Aaron Gordon had 13 and 5 boards. But Michael Porter Jr. and Westbrook struggled for the second straight game. Porter Jr. finished with 2 points on 1 of 7 shooting. He missed all 5 of his 3-point attempts. Westbrook had 4 points on 1 of 7 shooting.
You just ain't gonna talk about the black boys. You're gonna talk about the white boy too that's struggling too. Christian Brown, throw him in there too.
Christian Brown will be thrown in there too.
Right now, throw him.
Christian Brown will be
Put
thrown
him
in
on the
there.
grill right with him.
Christian Brown will be thrown in the grill too, momentarily.
Fucking Uncle Ruckus.
3 of 12, 8 points for Christian Brown.
Fucking Clayton Bigsby over this bitch.
Crazy. Nuggets shot 28% from 3, making just 13 of their 46 attempts, but still led for most of the game. OKC had a balanced scoring attack, 6 players scoring in double figures. After an off-shooting night in Game 4, Jalen Williams bounced back in this one, finished with 18 points, 9 rebounds. Hartenstein had 15 and 7 on 7 of 10 shooting. Chet Holmgren, 14 and 8 boards and 2 blocks. He was 6 and 9 from the field. Lou Dort, huge in the fourth quarter. 9 of his 12 points in the final frame. Caruso had 13 off the bench. Thunder were down by 9 with a little over 10 minutes remaining in the game. Went on an 11-2 run to tie things up with 6 minutes remaining. Dort hit 3 threes in that stretch. Teams went back and forth. With the Nuggets down 3, Joker came through with this ridiculous 3 to tie the game. But OKC responded back-to-back 3s from Jalen Williams and SGA to go up 6. SGA knocked down 2 free throws as well to cap off an 8-0 run to put the game out of reach. Thunder made 6 straight shots in clutch time, shot 50% from the field, 40% from 3 in the game. The Thunder have outscored the Nuggets 63-37 in the past 2 fourth quarters to get their second straight win. Now a game away from reaching their first Western Conference Final since 2016. After the game, SGA and head coach Mark Dagnall had this to say about their squad.
We had no choice. The game obviously wasn't going our way. And we always say, like, the answer is never like a hero play or anything out the ordinary. It's being who we are. It's trusting each other, playing with all 5 on both ends. And whatever the problem is, we can fix it with collective effort and not a single effort. And that's all we try to focus on when it wasn't going our way. We did enough to get a W.
Yeah, we don't play to answer anybody. We just play for one another, for our fans. The guys have an unbelievable connection in the locker room. That's enough for us. And they've had an unbelievable spirit. It's why they've accomplished what they've accomplished to this point. And it's why they show the type of resolve on a night, like I said, that we, for a lot of that game, we didn't have our fastball, but we hung around long enough and showed great will and connectedness down the stretch.
So what does the Thunder's dominance in the fourth quarter and especially clutch time these past 2 games say about this team?
I mean, their offense is very simple. It's ISO basketball. It's, we try to figure out who the mismatch has, and then we just go one-on-one. But the fact that the right people are making the plays in the fourth quarter, like no matter how they're playing in the first 3 quarters, in the fourth quarter, the right people have the ball. And I think that's the difference between them finishing off the game very well versus Denver. That, SGA Williams is going to be making a play. And then when they give it up, if there's not a quick open shot, give it back and we're going to go again.
Yeah. Also have guys like, role players like Lou Dort stepping up, knocking down 3 threes in that run.
He had made a few up to that. Like, I just look at certain things. Like, he had made, 2 or 3 threes in the fourth quarter. But the last one where Aaron Gordon rotated off of Williams out of the corner, and Lou Dort I'm making Lou Dort shoot that one. I'm a stunt and get back to Williams. Like, that corner shot for Williams is
easier.
Right? But no, they've been doing what they have to, man, to get the wins the last 2 games, especially in the fourth. I think Nikola is tired in the fourth, having to do too much.
Not coming out the game.
Yeah,
got to be on the floor.
Can't afford to, man. Especially when, like I stated yesterday about Michael Porter, right? He had 1 good game throughout this series, man. He's a liability out there. He's not playing well. Like, you got to sit him down.
Yeah, you got to put Russ in
Like,
there.
you have to play somebody different with those minutes, man. He's not giving you nothing. Christian Brown, to your point you was making yesterday, right? By guys shooting the ball when you're in the fourth quarter. Are you 2 for 8 from 3 already? What are you still shooting 3? Like, you made 2 before the fourth quarter. It was 2 for 7, 2 for 6 up to that point, dog. Like, well, you open for a reason, man. They're not rushing, they're not running at you for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not a point of emphasis from the 3-point line for them, man. Like, you got to know that. You got to know your strengths in the playoffs, and you got to go to them. In order to be successful and to help your team, it's about helping your team at this point.
Yep.
You got to play to your strengths in the playoffs. That's not what I was built on to get me in the NBA. I wasn't built on making shots. I was built on athleticism, movement, playing hard, defense. You're doing those other things, but you got to play to your strengths. And to your point, y'all were making, that's what Oklahoma City does.
Yep.
They play to their strengths. They put the ball in these guys' hand and expect them to make the right play. And the guys that shouldn't be shooting the ball, not. And the guys that are, and that's what happened late. Like, Denver being unselfish at times and selfish at times, right? Nikola being unselfish, Aaron Gordon being unselfish, Jamal Murray being unselfish, passing the ball to them guys, and them guys not playing to their strengths at times, is being selfish.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What do you think about this Thunder squad? 2 straight wins now, take a 3-2 series lead.
I mean, they're young. Like SGA says, man, they stay consistent. I just love the way how he stays poised through it all, no matter what, especially in that fourth quarter. And, I think Denver, like you said, with Michael Porter Jr., they got to go somewhere else with it. I'm playing Russ just because I know Russ going to play hard and he going to give me something. I think Russ was like 1 for 7.
Yeah.
And both was like 1, but I still feel like with Russ out there, he will actually do more than what with Michael Porter.
He has other ways to impact the game, but for this squad,
you got 6 people in double figures, Jamal Murray in double figures. Other than Nikola and Aaron Gordon, that ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah.
Like,
That's not gonna cut it.
I think just OKC's youth.
Yeah.
Them being young and they just look, they having fun though.
I'm gonna just be honest. Just Denver plays stupid.
Yes.
It ain't. It's not. OKC is not really doing anything that's dominating them.
Mm-hmm.
Denver's just dumb. They're playing dumb basketball. Right? The best shooters on OKC, right? Chet can shoot the 3, right?
Yeah.
SGA can shoot that 3, right? They don't. You got two dudes who have a flamethrower. They don't actually shoot the ball from that deep. They just keep manipulating the defense to get an easier shot. On the other hand, you have the worst shooters on the floor. Combine both teams. The worst shooters are sitting in Denver through the 30 people that's there, and those guys are shooting more threes than everybody else. That doesn't even make sense. If you shoot your first one and you miss, don't shoot no more. No more threes. You make it, I give you another one. That's how we're going to play this game. But Christian Brown shouldn't be shooting that many threes.
8 3-pointers. 2 for 8.
And then
2 for 8.
Watson. There's no threes for you dudes, right? Just take one dribble in. That's an easier shot. Just one dribble in changes your percentage.
Maybe they don't have that in their game.
Well, we're going to
Do it.
I'm just saying, maybe that's not in their game. I mean, I don't
dig it.
It's at this point,
Neither,
man.
neither out there chucking up threes when your percentage said that you shouldn't be out there shooting them right now.
But that's what I'm saying. What is the coaches saying? Like, what are these people saying? Somebody got to be saying something. If you're looking at the numbers and you still tell them to shoot
Nothing being said, man.
Man, backdoor, like slash, cut. Like Christian Brown, when he played last year, and everything was to the rim, right? Athletic white boy, go to the rim, just dive. Like, you know what I mean? If you miss a layup, you have guys that are athletic enough. You got Jokic who's going to get it. You got Aaron Gordon. And then I'm telling Michael Porter, oh, wait, listen. I need you to take at least 2 dribbles for your pull-up. These quick shots you take because you jump out, you're always off balance. All your shots are off balance. They're not an on-balance shot. I think you think you're open and it's a good shot because you just jump higher than everybody. But for the most part, you're always leaning and always moving. That's why your shot is short. Right? I don't know how you train in the summer. If you train it, you should be training full court, running to the corner, shooting, knowing how you can use your speed. But for the most part, man, 2 dribbles, pull up. Get the control under you. Offensive rebound. Slash and dunk, like you should be doing other things. The 3-point shot right now, I don't, they don't care at this point.
Well, MPJ playing with the sprained AC
He shouldn't
joint.
be playing right now.
Right? That's the left arm.
But
He
takes
can't
4,
lift his arm up.
Huh?
He can't lift his arm
but takes
up.
4 to 6 weeks to heal. He said.
I'm talking about to do the other shit that you want him to do.
Huh? Because if you can't lift your arm, bitch, don't shoot the ball. Right? If it hurts you that much, goddamn it, you need to be a dribble handoff guy. Dribble handoff, dive. Like you shouldn't be shooting threes if your arm is messed up.
Put somebody else in the game.
Yeah.
Who else? The rest of the bench can't shoot for shit either.
Well, they're going to play, somebody
Like,
play to their strengths.
I'm going to look at them and say, hey, man, look. We as a group, we're not shooting more than 15 threes a day. We playing 2000 basketball. We playing the old Lakers style. There's going to be 4 threes, and hopefully we 3 for 5. 2 for 4, 3 for 4. That's it. Other than that, we're just gonna attack the lane, man, because that's what the other team is doing.
And to your point, you talk about Chet, SGA, 5 3-pointers combined. They were 2 for 5 from deep.
Yeah, they don't shoot it. They shoot it when they need. Like
Chris Brown shot 8 of them motherfuckers by himself.
8 of his 12 shot
Right.
attempts were threes.
Yeah, and the other 2 guys that's really good. The one of the guys he's a star first team, and come on, man.
Man, he only took 5.
Like when he let it go, you be like, okay, that's going in. But he rarely takes them. He rarely is going to sit there and settle for that shot. Like he has to done drove at least 8, 9 times, and you really backing up. And he's like, all right.
Got you.
But he ain't coming off thinking 3 first.
It's his size. SGA size is crazy. He's like 6'5" down there.
So
Against them guards.
6'7" with his shoes on.
I mean, yeah, 6'7". So
SGA done his job this series. So has the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Getting it done on both sides of the ball. Obviously, they've been keying in on Joker. He had the 3 straight games under 40% snap. That was 17 for 25 from the field in this game. Thunder bench has outscored the Nuggets bench 57-18 past 2 games.
Yeah.
So how vital has the Thunder supporting cast been in this series? We had SGA's pops here in the arena a little while back, and he just talked about the team being young, Jalen Williams being an all-star for the first year, but still making progress, bounce back from an off shooting, like I said in the previous game, to come through here, do his job. But it seems like this crew just, has a nice mix of some vets with Hardenstein, Caruso, and that guy. But the young guys, too, are now stepping up and getting it done.
It's their confidence, man. Like, they've been, for the most part, had the same core for the last couple years, right? And the disappointment of the way the season ended last year, they use it as fuel. They all got in the lab, realized we got to get better at all aspects of this, and I think they did. They just coming out and hooping, man. And the bench guys, they relied on them, and they got to play a lot during the regular season because they were blowing teams out, right? So their confidence not going to be wavered, and he's still playing his guys, right? It's not like he's played them during the regular season, playoff start, and they're like, I'm only playing 7 of y'all. Like, that ain't how we got here, right? That we didn't get here playing 7, 8 guys. We got here playing the guys that we spent this draft capital that we didn't accumulated over these years. We got here with all of this. We know who our stars are and who our all-stars are. We know that. But the rest of these guys are really good because we scouted them and we've done our homework on them, and we know they can play. So we're going to utilize their talent, and each one of those guys play to their strengths to come collectively to be where they are.
What's so funny is you can see the game plan from a mile away. When Jokic is posting up on the right side, right, where he's trying to go middle with his left shoulder, and they're forcing him to go back baseline because they're snapping back on the baseline. The guy whose man is snapping back, you don't know where to go. You don't know where to go. Like, you don't know where to go. Like, at this point, are you that stupid where they're pushing me to go back this way, and you probably still all the way in that corner, huh? Just sitting in the corner, like I could pass it through the fucking rim, the baseline, the referee, and this man. Huh? You think I'm a fucking wizard?
Yes. The damn Joker, ain't it?
God, I don't. What's the
Cut back doors.
Call you the Joker, don't you?
Oh, that's crazy. If your man snap back, you follow, come back out this way. So when I turn and your man start right there, I can just give you the ball right here. Shoot this little shot. I got double pick. God damn it! You sitting all the way. I gotta throw a damn bowling ball that don't touch the floor. I gotta throw it in the air for it to get through what kind of basketball? Do y'all not watch film? Like, have y'all not played with adults when you was little? Like, your man is snapping back to double him when he goes back baseline, and not one of y'all said, when your man snap back and run back, go back the same way.
Come right.
If your man snap back middle, come back. Get the hand, this is the craziest shit that I've seen. I'm sitting here like, they were pushing him to make him go back towards the baseline every single time. They're overplaying it at this point. They want him to left jump hook. They want him to do that.
The one he made.
Yeah, the way.
That's a tough ass shot. And he stepped through on one.
Stepped through, yeah.
And one.
He went too wide.
It went too, and one. And one. Then the other one, the left hand jump hook. That's a tough, listen, man.
And even if you cut back door, the other guy.
The wing cut.
The wing, yeah.
Listen, man, dude, somebody got to guard him. He gonna pass it to him.
It's just
wing
weird.
cut,
It's
come
just the
back.
person that's open. You're just sitting there in no man's land.
They make it so hard for that man, dog.
So let's talk Jokic. Jokic broke out of a shooting slump. Another MFU game. Wasn't enough to get the win. 7th career 40-point game in the playoffs. The Nuggets are 2-5 in those games. So what more does Jokic need to do to will his team to victory and avoid getting eliminated in the second round for the second straight season?
Say it again now.
So what more does Joker need to do to will his team to victory to avoid getting eliminated in the second round for the second straight season?
I don't think much. I mean,
Clone himself.
yeah, or try to have 2 more of him out there, something like that.
Clone himself.
I mean, 25 shots in the game. Jamal Murray, 27 shots, 10 of 27.
I think it's just up to his teammates. It ain't him. I mean, we know what he gonna do. So it's up to other guys stepping up and
So he missed 8 shots. Jamal Murray missed 17 shots.
Yeah, Jamal, he got a. I feel you, brother. You got a hound dog on you, brother. You got that motherfucker's a hound dog. You got to get him up off you, right? Like I don't listen. Lou Dort, brother, he's on you.
The torture chamber, as they call it.
You can't. He ain't letting. You ain't pushing him off and doing all that little elbow shit. Nah. So you gotta like. I know you want to set the pick and roll with Jokic. Nah, fuck all that. That's not this series. You need them to switch. That's the one person you don't get a Caruso on you. Get a Jennings Williams.
They don't even want him on you.
Yeah, no, I don't want the big black, big black. He looked like he wrestled alligators growing up. You don't want him on you, bro. That's what he's in the game for.
they all play defense.
Yeah. But this is different. This is different. This is brute. He plays brute defense.
Yeah.
I'd rather give me the headband. Give me the headband, white man hustle defense. I'll take that.
The tennis player?
Yeah, he run right into you. He gonna do some dumb shit. I don't want this one. This was too disciplined. He gonna dive on the. He doing all that extra shit. He be like, come on, dog. Get him off you. And when you're doing a pick and roll with Jokic, he ain't leaving. Get him to where they they have to switch.
Man, you better run that boy around.
Yeah. Do something different, some double screen.
You better
pass
run him the fucking right.
pick.
Yeah, you better run him off a triple.
It ain't gonna get back to
triple
him.
this way and a triple back the other way.
His
The
ass.
ball ain't gonna get back to him.
Huh?
The ball ain't gonna get back to him.
It's okay. Bing, bing, bing. Let him hit one of them. Bing, bing, bing.
Yeah,
The ball don't move like that no more.
That's what I'm saying, but you got to do something to get that boy out of this because he is not deviating from that. He's
It just looks rough. Like he's too strong for you, bro.
But I think that was
don't
part
have
of their
the
game
foot,
plan.
and you don't have the foot.
You don't have a height advantage. Like most guys that like Ludor do all that shit and they taller than him. He just, all right, look, dude.
But that was
You
part
don't
of their
have
game
that
plan,
advantage.
though.
Huh?
That's part of their game
Make
plan,
some
though.
tough shots, too.
To get Murray. 'Cause
Jamal Murray, he making tough ass shots. That boy.
They're so used to doing a pick and roll, and they kind of like switch it, or Jokic, because Jokic got your body, he running around and running through that, and it's like, yeah,
He's refusing.
he's
to get
hound, yeah,
screened.
he's
refusing to get picked. So yeah, no, he.
I mean,
Yo, Chet made some huge blocks in the fourth quarter too.
it's easy, man.
Yeah, some huge blocks at the rim. In the fourth quarter.
I think they're gonna have to focus on
Happy for Chet, man.
He likes Jamaica.
Aaron Gordon. At this point, it's like
Yeah, that's what they need to run, man.
it's just 4 or 5 pick and roll. See if you can get them to get confused.
Or just dog. Do they don't run? They do it, but they just don't. The old Sacramento shit, man. A lot of them splits coming together, man. And I'm gonna try to make y'all make a mistake, man. Like you gotta.
It's not like they would know how to play it.
They don't.
Because you have Jokic who's smart enough to understand that pass it to the post, and then you have two come together and start diving and handing off like that. You have the
I remember that.
You have that offense.
That's hard to
That
guard.
shit. Mike Bibby and
That's hard.
Mike Bibby and Page are coming together.
Oh,
Good
you
luck.
hate it.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Bobby Jackson and good luck.
That's where MPJ comes in now.
Because he's 6'10".
Because now we're gonna come and you already MPJ, you're gonna be the dive guy.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
You're gonna be the dive guy. And if I'm not gonna use you, I'm gonna put you first shooter, and then we're gonna have Aaron Gordon. You come, and when you dive, his man is gonna try to help. That's where you get your open shot.
Yes, man. It's dog.
I remember that.
That shit
Especially
held the
in
guard,
the
dog.
Yeah, I remember that.
That shit held the guard. I'm trying to tell you.
I seen Jokic do one. He got the ball and he was getting ready to swing it, and it was Christian Brown wide open. That man just dribbled hand. Come on, just moved off. It's like you can see he's frustrated out there.
Yeah.
Because it's not that simple. And that's a great shot. Like you're the best shooter on your team at this point, who's supposed to be the best shooter, is having a horrible go at it. So everybody else is like,
They missed that with KCP.
he tried.
So let's talk about the 2 MVP finalists real quick. So for the series, Joker averaging 30 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists. SGA averaging 28, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Who's looked like the real MVP so far in this series? Joker or SGA?
I'm gonna go with SGA. Just because he's been consistent, he's been Been just doing the same thing.
Is that based on team success? Does that weigh in on your?
I'm just looking at him being poised, not getting rattled. You know, if it doesn't work this game, we're gonna come back and still do it again. And I just think he's just getting whatever he wants.
So he's shot under what?
40% for games 2 through 5.
And averaging what again?
30,
15 and 5.
30, 15, and 5.
Haven't played well. I'm averaging 30, 15, and 5.
Game 1, game 5 had those two big games in between. Still 27 to 13.
30, yeah. and I haven't played well. And we got 2 games out of it, so it's
Yeah, what was Shay's?
28, 8, and 7, which is great numbers.
I mean, he's getting more team help, you know, in a sense where, you know, he's 4 points down from, you know, what he does in regular season on the scoring part. But, you know, you have other guys stepping up, and Jokic's production on points and rebound has gone up, assists has gone down, but we can see why. Motherfuckers can't shoot. So, you know, if we're not adding our team wins and it's just them two, we always compare when we get to the playoffs, what is your production? You're playing against 2 7-footers. I mean, you're both, you know, they're both doing what they're supposed to be doing. To one have three wins, the other one have 2. 49.5. I'm gonna go with Jokic.
Okay.
I mean, was it 50.5?
50.5 to 49.5.
Yeah.
You got Jokic so far. I mean, but it's really just exposing kind of what we've talked about throughout the season with this Nugget squad. They run it back with this crew, obviously minus KCP, who's now gone, but
yeah, they both have big flaws, and I don't know why Denver is running a 2-3. Their best players are attacking the top.
Just set a pick.
Go 1-2-2. I mean, just go a 3-2, 1-2-2. Yeah. Guard it like that. Where when Shea is sitting here, because he's very good at going high and then coming back quick low, right or left. So when he bounces high and then comes back, he knows how to dip his shoulder and get around. Mm-hmm. So you want another guy there. If he's sitting here on the left and this guy is guarding him and the next defense is there for the 2-3 and he's sitting here and coming back, there's nobody on this side. So you want the first guy to pick him up and then these 2 at the elbow for him. Let them sit there and chuck threes. The one person you want to stop first is the guy who loves playing one-on-one and attacking the middle. And then you will stop him and Jaden from trying to get into the middle of the lane, and let Jokic play on the bottoms.
Run a 1-1-3 or some shit.
Yeah, you gotta play for him driving the top of the key. That
most
2-3
teams
is
trying to get to they're trying to drive it or get the ball. They're trying to make that pass, get the ball in the middle to force y'all to go man. So, because most rules are in zone, the ball gets to the middle of the zone, you go man. Like those are the rules mostly. So you put somebody in front of him and behind him and make it. I don't know, but I don't know. They need to do something, but
because you're playing zone for a reason.
I don't know at this point. Just do something.
Yeah, you got to figure something out.
Something different.
What's so funny is I remember we was playing.
Man, got to play too hard.
Our first my first playoff experience, we're playing Chicago. We started off at a 2-3, right? Whooped our ass in a 2-3. We went to 3-2. Same shit, just 3. We're gonna switch this one with the top. Deny that. That was it. 4 straight. They didn't know what to do. They were so used to their whole offense was designed off of a 2-3. When we ran the 3-2 on it, they didn't actually know how to run their offense anymore. So you know what I mean? Like when you're looking at it, like it's not like OKC has zone. These teams ain't preparing zone offense breakers, right? They're playing fucking 5 out. So they're gonna play 5 out, play the 1-2-2.
Because what they say is, we can just run our man stuff against zone.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck they say.
1-2-2, you can still put a guy right here, right?
Where?
So one guy up top and 2 guys on the
elbow.
At the elbow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can still do a high pick and roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna switch it with my the guy at the elbow.
On a 2-2-1.
Yeah.
A high 2-2-1.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm just gonna let you sit there and throw it to the corner and just because you got to remember Hartenstein is out there too, and for him to he's gonna sit on the he's gonna have to sit on the block. So that means what, he gonna float to the 3? Okay.
His name is Hartenstein, ladies and gentlemen. Here in the arena, presented by Underdog.
What is his last name?
Hartenstein, but we
Hartenstein.
We call him Hartenstein.
Hartenstein. Same motherfucker with
Chet hologram.
the left hand floater, right? So if 40 shots go to him, good God Almighty, do your thing. But other than that, I'm just gonna 1-2-2 stop him and
Well,
Jennings.
not that shot because he shoot 80%.
Huh?
He shoot 80% on that shit, so you don't want him shooting
That's
that
weird.
one. He shoot 80% on that motherfucker.
No, that's
Hey, so
but he's gonna have to pop out because we're gonna have a guy sitting.
I dig it.
So we're gonna load on that side. So then you're gonna have to try to do what, an overload. They ain't been practicing overload basketball. Where we just gonna pick on one side.
SGA too good.
Huh?
SGA is just too good.
You would think.
Just saying.
You would think.
I don't think he's gonna ever get rattled. Like,
It ain't about him getting rattled. He's smart enough to see what they're doing, and it's just like when they put the zone in, we was like, all right, we have Steve Nash and we have Rajah Bell over there. We just gonna run our offense over here. We still gonna pick on Steve Nash in his lack of defense and stay away from Rajah Bell manipulating it.
So this SJ is really good, right? These guys are really good. What doesn't happen is teams, they are not consistent in the way they
guard.
They're not consistent, right? In no world, that you don't put 2 on him at all costs. Any pick and roll that Shea,
Trap.
every time, man, he would never see a one-on-one pick and roll. I'm never switching it with him. Not one time if he ran a pick and roll and we said, no, he's never seeing one. If 2 come together, we putting 2 on him all. And every time that he runs this, he would never run a pick and roll if I had to come up with a game plan to defend him in a playoff series. That's one play that he would never run because I will double team him every single time.
They don't even heart show anymore.
Even that part.
I'll guard him like he's Steph off of pick him.
Guard
him like he's
They don't even double team him every time.
I would guard him like he's SJ.
And that's how crazy these fucking people are. They don't even double team Steph every time in the pick and roll. So
they're so scared
That was a big thing when we were
of
playing.
rotation.
the ball will find whoever we want it to find.
Yeah,
Man.
that's what I said. They're so scared of getting in rotation and don't realize there's guys that are gifted in this shit. These max players, right? They are gifted at what they do. So if the best defender starts on him and he does a pick and roll to get a worse defender on him, no, double every time.
Every fucking time.
Every time, double every time. Just double every time. Like that is. If I can get the worst defender, if I can get the best defender off me every time, I'm gonna do the same pick and roll every time. These motherfuckers said, and I was weird. I was like, why are y'all setting guard to guard, then big pick and roll?
Yes.
To switch and switch.
Yes.
It's switch and switch. That's a waste of my time. Get your little ass up out of here. Because if this is who I want, I don't need you big. And if I want the big on me, I don't need you guard. You're
Right,
complicating it all.
I'm just wasted. Fucking now I got to rush.
And I'm
Put the
got-
shot clock down. Right.
Like just one you motherfuckers just come up here.
So which one I want?
Hey, you.
Just like he did. Nikola looked down there. He was like, I want him. Just
They got the weirdest double drags I've ever seen. What happened to the 2 big
I'm
double
about to say,
drags?
the 4 or 5 double drag.
That's what you
where
want.
does guard come into
I got
play?
you guard over here, you guard Hartenstein in Chet. Let's go.
They got the 4 or
fuck
5.
they
make a
gonna do?
decision.
Got the 4 and
What
5
are you
double
gonna do?
pick
You're
and
not
roll.
gonna do nothing.
Because-
Parkenstein, you're gonna drop it. You're gonna roll
every single time. I don't care if you the first or the second one.
Dive every time.
You're every one.
And then sometimes every third one, slip that bitch.
Yes.
Run hard, slip it.
And then yes, I'm gonna throw it to him and he gonna throw it to you.
Lou Dort, you sit in that corner.
I'm gonna throw it to the wing. Either he gonna wing or corner. One of y'all gonna get it to him. If they rotate, if they pre-rotate, you'll get a wide open shot.
Every time.
Every time.
But-
I remember that every time.
It's
It's
every
lovely.
time.
With
So
Bogut
we
and
didn't
Erstein.
deviate, dog.
Come
Like,
down, dive.
If certain guys we knew, right? This how he's very aggressive, man. We putting 2 on you. I got tired of watching Kobe play 1-on-1. We at the game plan. We first man. Listen, dog. We came out of a timeout. Hey, dog. This is what's finna happen. They throw him the ball. I don't care where he at. I'm running at him. Give a fuck where he is. Y'all, I said it already, right? So y'all know. I don't care where he is. They throw the ball to Kobe. I'm running at him.
Hey, here I come.
Yes, he know it now.
Yeah.
Hey, I said I'm gonna do it every time. So I'm gonna put it on your mind that you're not finna play for the rest of the half. Y'all gonna have to be fucking creative to get him the ball. Or you have to, when I go out of the game, he gonna go the fuck off because y'all ain't nobody else gonna do it. So, but right now, this is what's finna happen, man. I'm not finna keep watching this guy that averaged 33 in the regular season continues to play one-on-one basketball. Just not gonna happen.
Like, they have stats, right? Like, it just seems like in the era of technology,
All of technology.
it's like their information is 1996.
Let me ask you a question.
Like, there's no film to see what this motherfucker do.
I'm finna ask you a question. How many guys worked in your film room when you came in? Two. Right? Maybe.
Michael Conley. Yeah.
An intern or some shit, right? Same. Nowadays,
Connolly.
Conley, yeah.
listen,
Conley.
nowadays, how many fucking people you think you got working in that goddamn film room?
I see everybody with an iPad.
Everybody and their mom got an iPad behind that motherfucking bench, looking at something different, and nobody can come up with a game plan.
Oh no! I'm watching the game.
shit, the
I'm watching the
film-
game in real time. Like, yo, he keeps snapping back. Come out the backside.
Shit, the film guy ended up being the GM.
Come out the backside.
Or I'm just saying, back in our day.
Yes.
You ain't got no trick play like the double scrub. Like you know this is coming.
Because he's watching all the film, right?
What happened to the big pick the picker run?
He's giving them the information. The guy in the film room is giving the coaches and everybody all the information. He watches all the film.
Yeah.
The guys, they breaking all the film down and they send it. Now it's just a link they hit. You got an iPad or computer, they send you the link. This is your scout. These are your players. Everything is.
That's the problem.
Right?
All the people that has the film ain't played basketball.
No.
Right? They know how to break film down. They don't know how to play basketball because they never done pick the picker and slash and cut and snap back the baseline. They've never done it to even tell you what to do.
No.
Yo, do you think the game would go back to the early 2000s?
No.
Inside out?
No, not inside out. No. Early 2000s is winning in the playoffs right now.
Yes.
Shea is early 2000 basketball. He's taking the fucking advantage
Jalen Brunson.
of them. And Jalen Brunson is playing 2000 basketball.
Okay.
Mikal Bridges, 2000. There's only one player, or two now with Ant-Man. There's only one player who literally, his game was threes. That was Steph. The rest of y'all are not Steph. It was like when Magic came. And then everybody's sitting there trying to get 6'9" point guards.
Like they just evaluated.
Yeah, like that.
You can't create
A local round.
Create your team off unicorns. You can't create your teams off of unicorn players.
Yeah.
And that's what ends up happening in basketball. Like, I don't give a fuck if I have someone who looks like Kevin Durant. He ain't Kevin Durant. So I'm not going to be doing Kevin Durant shit with him. Yeah, he's the broke man, Kevin Durant. Y'all need to stop that broke
Poor
man,
man
or the
shit,
poor
that
man
shit,
shit. Because that's confusing. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna do what we're gonna do here. We gonna like, no, that's not how the game is. Right? I don't give a fuck if I got somebody. Giannis is Giannis. Jokic is Jokic. We leave it like that. We're not gonna create our system on something they do if we don't have that person.
If he walk in this bitch, yeah, cool.
Right.
Like I see like Sengun. Sengun is not Jokic.
They do call him Baby Jokic.
He's not Baby Jokic. He's not. They're two different type of games, right? Just because they know how to pass it. He knows how to pass a little bit. He is not equipped with the same skill set Jokic has. They don't have the same bag.
But it's a copycat league, though. So, like, you know, like you just said, there's 2 players right now that's playing early 2000s basketball. I mean, I feel like all the teams now that's left, you know, besides, well, I mean, the Wolves will win. You know, they still shoot a lot. But everybody else, like, they kind of play inside.
Yeah.
Like you know, like all the, so you don't really see it, like, changing. Because, you know, once teams see, oh, this team won it this way, you know, the league start taking notes. You don't think it'll go back to, like,
Play to your
Play their strengths, right?
whatever the fuck your team is. Play to that.
Like
I know, but I'm saying a lot of these teams aren't playing to their strength because they're just shooting threes.
That is absolutely. So just imagine if when Philly is healthy, right, and they just make a conscious effort that 50 times, 60 times a game, Joel Embiid will get this motherfucking ball within 12 feet of the basket. A conscious effort to throw him the ball on duck ends, turnouts, back screens, throw him the ball closer. There's nothing no one will be able to do with him. Right? Now you got to start game playing like, well, shit, we should. But don't nobody else really fit that. You could
Jokic?
try. Yes, but he. Yes.
They're having a problem with that motherfucker down there.
Because they trying to, because he. Joel Embiid is much better offensively than Nikola Jokic. Just his footwork and everything. Like, Nikola's great at what he does, but Joel a different animal when he wants. Like, if he shared the field and he put that shit to work, dog, motherfucker problem.
That's a problem.
A fucking issue.
It was so easy for him. He never had the habits of. I remember, like, if you ever heard Kobe back in the day, and you know, I'm not playing against anybody in this era. I'm chasing that. I think if Embiid mindset was, this realm of basketball players is not on my level.
Not at all.
I'm chasing the Wilts, the Kareems, the Shaq, and he focuses on that list.
Yeah.
I think his motor changes. I think he plays against these guys, and this shit is so easy for him. He doesn't try to tap into none of his greatness. I don't think he realizes how fucking good he could be. Like, he's probably one of the only people that literally can average 40 without blinking.
Like Shea said in the one clip, he said, you chase the greats, right?
Yep.
You chase this, you chase the greats. Your point, yes. So
I don't think anybody's telling him.
He can shoot threes, he can do the mid, he got the moves, he's a foul baiter. Like, he can literally average 40.
Maybe, I mean,
but because it's easy, because he can walk down.
Walk in the gym and score
he can
steps.
walk in, he
didn't he start basketball late?
Huh?
I said, didn't he start basketball late?
Yeah, he started
Yeah, so I don't think his knowledge is kind of like
does
all
he have
the way.
enough by now to?
No.
I mean, not. I mean,
it's what you want. What are you striving for? What is making you wake up every day, get to the gym, and try to maximize your day?
How about you chase the guy? How about for nothing else? If you're not gonna chase them dudes, how about you chase the guy that has 3 right now?
And that'd be the problem.
That's the thing. How about you chase him? Right? You ain't got to chase the guy. Chase him.
I just gave him 50 out.
Yeah.
And then that becomes the problem.
Yeah.
I done gave him 50 out. And that's like with Giannis. Giannis chasing something bigger than red here. His motor looks like he's trying to get better every goddamn.
Yes.
Right? And that's you know.
Even with him, I want him to do this, what I'm saying.
Yep.
Even with him.
69 to 70.
Get your ass on the block, man, and make a conscious effort to throw this freak of nature the ball close to the basket. Him ducking in on a motherfucker. Good luck stopping it. Because you run a play because all you gotta do is manipulate the fucking play, have him start the motherfucker. They gonna switch the play, set a back screen, let him come in, duck the fuck in on the weak side off the pick. He got a small on him by now. Like, I don't know nothing about basketball.
But that's why I said I think the game is going to go back to that. But
but it ain't. Because now coaches going to have to actually coach and teach basketball again.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
That whole staff that they done created, if you look on the side of the benches, have you seen anyone that look like they have manipulated this game of basketball? I know some people say, man, like there's one in a few people that would just have straight basketball knowledge because they put that time in. But for the most part, just like the Googles and the big companies, right? When they say, hey, I bet $1 million you can't hack my system. That's just an audition for the smartest minds out there to say, yeah, I can. I can't go around looking for you, so I'm gonna put so much money up there I wanna see where you at, then I'm gonna give you a job. Right, I'm gonna give you a job. I'm gonna tell my team, hey, hackers is coming. So now they're prepared. I wanna see who the weakest link is here, and I wanna see the strongest person that I don't know of. It's the same thing in this game. I need to figure out people who manipulated the game, and I want them on my staff teaching my players their basketball knowledge from what they did on that court. Some people don't know how to watch film. They don't know what the fuck they're looking at in film. They just back screen it. They don't know what they're looking at.
The ball went in. The ball went in.
They can tell.
Miss shot, make shot.
And you can sit there. I'm sitting there just watching like, how do you keep going for the same fucking play? The same play. You don't know like if you're watching Brunson, right? He has a right side move. He has a left side move. Both the motherfuckers is lethal, but you should already know what's coming when he goes left, when he's going right, and you cut him off. You should know, okay, he's gonna spin back, and when he spins back, he's gonna hit me and bump off. You should have that planted. Say if he's going left and he comes back, you already, like you should already have a blueprint of what these guys wanna do. And they don't.
It should.
Brunson can do the same move 10 times. They're gonna fall for the same uptick 10 times. Right? He come in here, right? He gonna fake like he about to do a step back. You gonna lean in, he gonna go again. He gonna come back. And it's the same, like, God damn it, you just fell for the same move 4 fucking times.
Do they get scouting reports? Like them big ass.
I don't need scouting report. I can just watch a game.
But I'm just saying, like, remember that shit was written down and like the effort they was.
Yo, they send it to this motherfucker right here.
And that's
right. Everything is here now with them.
What happened to
Don't send that shit to my phone.
Everything is here.
We got to get back to they need that binder.
We had motherfuckers that didn't read the paper you gave them.
And that came on your seat.
It put it on your seat when you
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
No, imagine you sent it to them.
They need that again. They need that today. Put that shit on their seat.
They didn't watch it then.
We did watch it.
You can put $1,000. Put $1,000 on the back.
We did.
It got to listen. When I was with when I had that cup of tea with the Bucks, right? J.K. used to quiz these dudes. There was a quiz after shoot around.
Oh, I heard about that.
It was some of it was mixed within the game plan and the history of the game and certain shit. It was a test, quiz. And they put that shit in front of me and you know what the fuck I told them. Mm-hmm. I'm not fucking filling this out. 15 years in, man. Like I know more than everybody that y'all gave that paper to. I know more than every single one of them. I was one of the questions, what year was Kenyon drafted? Like what pick or some shit? And they motherfuckers
Like a motherfucker just
had no clue. No clue. So it's shit like that, but they sending scouting reports. Time the flight is, what time bus, everything is sent to this motherfucker right here. And I guarantee they ain't tracking hours. They tracking how many shots you getting up when you go to the gym. They ain't tracking how many hours you spending on that motherfucking tablet or that in that app watching plays. They ain't doing that shit.
My problem is if you're like if I'm the coach and my job is on the line and it's about getting better, then I have a coach for every player.
Oh, they got that.
Right? It's mandatory then that either before practice, during practice, after practice, you and your coach watching film on the person you're guarding, on the person you're gonna switch. At this point, you gotta know all five. How, you know what I mean? You're supposed to be smarter, because now I gotta know what you do, because I'm switching on everybody. Y'all should be watching film with your coach, and y'all sitting there studying the game. How am I letting you, like, I know when you leave the arena and you get that test, you're gonna look at it, put it down, and then going on about your day.
I think I'm a pretty smart basketball player, dog. I watched a lot of fucking film. To get smarter, to get these guys are really good that I'm playing, that I know who I gotta guard night in and night out, right? And my film is not only what the team is giving me. I am watching basketball games from tip to end. I'm watching every single thing that this man is doing out here. When he check out the game, is he putting fucking hot packs on? Is he? I'm locked into this. It's a possibility that I'm gonna have to play him in the playoffs, but I know I got to go out and win the regular season. And I'm doing this, man.
But to your point, this is the reason I think Mike Malone got the boot. He had made those comments about the team not watching film. Everybody just wanted to watch their highlights.
Yes.
Not putting in the work behind the scenes.
It's true.
Yeah, like what happened? Like who made that be okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when did that shift
All that talent that was sitting on the bench too dumb to get in the game.
No, but
So
is it because
they dumb down everything so they can play these guys?
But is it because it's a players' league, and now players can get away with shit?
I don't.
Like,
Listen, the only person
So
I get
a lot of it, man. Just hear me out, man.
because it's just
Over the last 10 years or so, 10, 15 years. It's been one and dones, right? Been around for a while. You as a minor sports, right? The male brain is not fully until you're 25. Your thought process and being able to process things that you are told, seen, 25, right? This shit going one ear and out the other. You see some shit that's oblivious to it. You ain't danger coming your way. You have no fucking idea that it's right outside the door because you can't transfer that same incomplete thought process to basketball. These kids coming in at 19 years old. 19. The knowledge that they have received, some guys are special. Some guys are exempt to what I'm about to say. But we're giving you information before you get to high school. I mean, before you get to this professional status, as when you're getting paid to your contract, if you really read your contract, this is part of your job description. Not just dribbling, passing, and fucking shooting and jumping. Thinking it, being prepared, all that shit is part of your contract. But they can't physically do it. They're 19, 20. So the information that they received in high school, they didn't forgot certain fundamentals and certain things about the game. And now they're a pro, and now this game is being played a certain way, and you're supposed to be fed all this information to try to help you, which you can't compute it because your brain, this motherfucker's still loading. You still trying to figure yourself out off the floor And then they put all this responsibility on you floor and all this information, and you don't have the capacity to remember your fucking social security number. Right?
Yeah.
So they don't know how to play. And the information that you're giving them and you're trying to give them, they can't retain it. They physically can't. If it hasn't been a constant, like, drill this information into you daily where you don't deviate from it. I put my son in this situation. KJ heard it every day, but his fucking still was like, boy, don't repeat that to nobody else. Right? It's that. And I did a hell of a job with the conversations and each step, 15, 16, giving him more, don't do that, don't have it. And by the time he became a pro at 19, he was ready, but he was still incomplete. As much as I gave him. And he was ahead of the curve than a lot of them dudes that get drafted at 19.
Kenyon, to your point, you talk about a guy like Ant-Man. Anthony Edwards, 23 years old, but has really started embracing watching film, but has pointed out even during the game, he's got to talk to DiVincenzo, other vets on the team about defensive coverage is where he needs to be on both sides of the ball.
You're learning.
But now learning how to watch film and break down that film.
Like, listen. If you don't, it's just like a classroom, right? And a book and a test. There was, you had the answers in the back of the book. The answers in the back of the book is in film. Everyone looks great and unstoppable if you never look in the back of the book, right? So if I'm just watching your highlights, you're the most amazing motherfucker. Everybody got a tick. Everybody got a bad habit. Everybody got a go-to move. Like, everybody got, like, if I go here and it's your left hand, you're going to reach every time. Like, everyone does something. And when you spot it, that's when you can take an advantage of it. But the problem is this in the NBA. It became self-checkout. The information is self-checkout, right? Yeah.
Hey, man, get that man some smoke, man.
Huh?
What you mean?
Gil controls the smoke here on
Just
Gil's
imagine
Reason.
you get to check out yourself.
That's a good one.
Now you playing on an honor system,
That's a good one.
right?
That's a good one.
Everybody in the NBA ain't gonna be honorable to themselves, right? I'm sending you the info. Ding, 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 ding. Now it's all on you. Are you gonna steal from yourself? Because that's all it is. Every time you don't open it and go really through it, you're stealing information from yourself. You're stealing knowledge from yourself. Just like checkout. I'll pay for it later. I'm going to go in and I just start packing shit up and leave.
Got you.
Scan one, put one. Scan one, put one.
That's why, like, I tell, when I'm working out the kids, and I'm like, we got 10 line drills. I'm not making you touch the line. That's you getting worked out. If I'm saying everybody make 100 and you want to make 85 and you sitting there cheating, hey, don't say shit. Don't worry about his shot. Worry about your shots. If you made 100, you made 100, he made 85. That's 15 that he fucked himself off of. That's going to show later on. I'm not here to correct. You got to have discipline and correct yourself because at a certain level, there's no watchdog. You are your own watchdog.
Well, you have to be.
Yeah.
What organization would you say still does it the right way and still that you believe that still like
I'm pretty sure Pop did.
like ending it like every year out?
I'm pretty sure Pop did. And what's so funny is it's like the best.
You think they still got it right now?
Huh?
Over there in the Spurs?
Yeah. Miami. Of course, Miami. Unless you get under the hood, but if you listen to like Phil Jackson them, right, it's you got to be disciplined yourself. Same thing with Golden State. Discipline yourself. So it all depends on, you got to get in there and see what
There's
they're
a
doing.
reason Jeff Van Gundy didn't coach for as long as he did. And that's why he wouldn't accept a head coaching job. There's a reason for that shit, man. That basketball mind he has, there's a reason that he was like, you know what? I'm going to stay on this TV, man, behind the camera because I can't deal with this style of this player basketball. It bothered him. If you listen to him, the way the game is played, it bothered him. It bothers him. Like, I don't know what T. Lou and them did to get him on that bench. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to T. Lou and them because he wanted no parts of it.
So let's get back to these Nuggets real quick. Some want to discuss with you guys that happened before Game 5, after Game 5. But before Game 5, ESPN's Ramona Shelburne dropped an article on the highs and lows of the Westbrook experience this season in Denver. She detailed a heated locker room argument involving Aaron Gordon and Westbrook after the Nuggets got blown out in Game 2, with one anonymous player being quoted as saying, "He's so immature," in regards to Westbrook. But another anonymous player saying, "The great thing about this team is we're not afraid to talk honestly with each other and hold each other accountable." So after Game 5, Gordon addressed that article and came to the defense of his future Hall of Fame teammate.
Really, I don't feel like talking about the game. Earlier, I caught wind of an article that came out about Russell Westbrook in our locker room after Game 2, which was a completely arbitrary article and pointless and unnecessary by whoever it was that put it out. Russ is one of the most talented basketball players that has ever played the game of basketball. And quite frankly, he's been great for us all year long. We're brothers. We spend more time with our team than we do with our own family. Of course, there's going to be disagreements, but that conversation wasn't for anybody other than our own group and the internal workings of our locker room. So that article is just so arbitrary and so far from the truth. Russ has been amazing for us. And not only is he a great basketball player, but he's an even better human being. And he's going to continue to be great for us, and he's going to make a huge impact, and he's going to help us win these next 2 games. And that's all I got to say, guys.
So quickly, speaking on the internal workings of the locker room, so as you guys may recall, here's what Aaron Gordon looked like the day before Game 1 of the Nuggets' first-round series against the Clippers. Let's just go back down memory lane.
Wait, that was before Game 1?
That was the Friday before Game 1.
Look like allergies, man.
Friday before Game 1, Fat Lip Black Eye. When Gordon was asked how he got the black eye, he smirked and responded, "Feels fine, it looks worse than it is. I don't know. Sometime during the regular season, probably didn't get a call." The Nuggets had played their last game on that Sunday, I believe. This was on the Friday before the playoffs started. But
So how do you look during that game? Did it look like he got hit at any point?
they noticed Friday that what was going on. And he made those comments. Maybe something, maybe nothing. But we've had our suspicions here in the arena.
Maybe something.
But back to the video. What's your reaction to Aaron Gordon defending Westbrook?
I don't like they got a snitch in the locker room.
Oh shit, man.
We got a snitch in here.
Every locker room. They ain't just started.
No, I know. I'm just saying at this time of the season, and we're going through the playoffs.
They just fired their head coach. You think shit is okay around there?
No, I know it's not. No, I know it's not. But it's just it always seems like it's so easy to blame Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, low hanging fruit at this point. It's easy clickbait.
Anonymous players making these
everything.
comments, which really
It's never. It's always the same motherfucking player.
Who, and that Shelburne woman?
Yeah, Ramona Shelburne.
I'm gonna keep my personal thoughts to myself. Talk about an article.
All you do is just listen. If you want to find a snitch, just listen. Whoever she go to first.
Watch what she talk to all the time.
Yeah.
Watch what she want. When she around, just watch her. Watch how she move.
Mm-hmm.
See who says what's up?
No, just watch how she move.
Yeah.
You ain't got to just watch how she move. Be like, oh, okay.
I'm just saying, it's an op. It's an op in there. They definitely want that op is in that locker room. Definitely want
Article made it
lose.
seem like it was different players, and maybe she chose to not reveal their identity.
Yeah, of course she's
could have been the same human being as well.
Always the same human.
Of course
Without
it
the
is.
range of possibilities.
Just the person that don't like Westbrook. How about that?
And we have heard
Person Westbrook.
the previous reports about some players not being happy with Westbrook's treatment on the squad. Obviously,
But-
we know it wasn't Joker.
But my thing is,
When you say immature, then it has to be an older player who's been there for a couple of years that won a championship. There's only like four or five. 4 or 5 of them. I'm pretty sure.
and
Jokic ain't
we
gonna
could
say
probably
that. Pretty sure.
cancel out Jokic because he didn't want
You
Westbrook
ain't
on the
gonna say
squad.
Jokic. You ain't gonna say Murray. You ain't gonna say the one who defended them. There's only a few going after that. I mean, it ain't gonna be no bench players because, no one gives a fuck what they thinking about anyway. So it's only gonna be 2 or 3 people that it can possibly be.
yeah, and this
You know what I mean? So
end of the season. How can I get people to tune in to my article? Let me see. Russ. You know what?
No, but the
Let me hear some negativity about Russ again. That
because the fact
tends
that
to get
it was-
people's attention.
But he can kind of confirm that what happened in locker rooms, just to say. So he's confirming too that there was an argument after game 2, and well, let's just go to game 2, see who fuck played bad.
I think Adelman was not in the locker room at that point. He was doing his post-game press conference, came back in to see that was going on, according to
This
the
is game 2 of the first round.
No, game 2 versus the Thunder after Thunder blew him out.
What's going on with the game?
I mean, it happens. Whatever.
And while Gil's looking up that information, as players, do you tend to have a good idea of who the snitch is in the locker room?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I know I did on my team.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Well, a lot-
that makes sense. Game 2, he led the team in scoring off the bench. 3 people, I think. Well, it narrowed it down to 2.
Guess who?
Yeah, brother. It's just a rough series for you. Just a rough playoff series for you, man. But they're going to get rid of you. Anyway.
You feel like Westbrook?
Nah, it's just one of those things, man, where, Aaron Gordon, you can see he's standing up for who he believes is not the reason that they are losing, they're not playing very well. For somebody like Westbrook, even if they ever had beef, the respect of just the work ethic and us as teammates pushes them over the top. So,
And you witness how people did him from afar, right? The Lakers situation, the Clipper situation. Like you like, man, Russ is this, he this, and then you get on the team with him, and you like, he ain't nothing like what they trying to portray this dude as, right? So, yeah, it's unfortunate, man, that
He just came in there on some LA shit.
terrible.
I just don't there's been some articles that's been going on during the playoffs, and I'm like, is this woman from Denver?
No.
National report.
Oh, she's national.
No.
So that makes sense. National reporter don't give a fuck about the internal part of a team. But if this is like local, and we're in the middle of the playoffs, and these are the things that you're writing, the fuck's your problem?
Yeah, them people.
Maybe wait until after the series and we lose, then you can start putting this out. But we're trying to, now you got this team trying to figure out who the fuck told you. They supposed to be getting ready for game 6. Now they trying to figure out who the fuck is just telling and snitching. And they're going to be looking at each other. Then we don't know if it's a player or now one of the assistant coaches that's sneaking around this motherfucking ear hustling. And that's what you do to teams.
She can't put it out after it. It's irrelevant then.
Yeah.
It's irrelevant after they lose. She got to put it out now, right? So she did what the fuck what her intentions was. She accomplished it, right? She accomplished that because he was asked. He didn't want to talk about nothing. He didn't want to talk about the game. He wanted to address this.
Went right to it. Was asked about the game. Said
I don't want to speak
forget
about
the game. I want to talk about this situation going on. As it stands, obviously, Nuggets down 3-2, heading into game 6, still have an opportunity to win the series, but let's keep this thing moving. Pacers embarrassed the Cavs in game 4 to take a 3-1 series lead, holding a 41-point lead at halftime, winning by 20. Donovan Mitchell left the game 4 at halftime with an ankle injury, but did what he needed to do to be available with his team's season on the line. Pacers lead in game 5 with an opportunity to eliminate the top team in the East, advance to the conference finals for the second straight season. The Cavs still believe they could overcome the 3-1 deficit for the second time in franchise history, first without LeBron. But Tyrese Haliburton and his crew showed there's a difference between believing and deceiving. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. So Cavs got off to a hot start, taking a 12-point lead after the first quarter. Donovan Mitchell had 13 points in the first frame. Cavs were 11 of 12 from the line. Meanwhile, Pacers got off to a slow start in this one, going 7 of 22 from the field in the first quarter, including 1 of 8 from 3. Pacers scored 25 points in the first 16 minutes of the game, but put up 27 in the last 8 minutes of the half. So Tyrese Haliburton had 15 total points in games 3 and 4, appeared to be headed down a similar path after picking up 2 fouls in the first quarter while taking just 1 shot. But Hallie took over in the second quarter. hitting 5 consecutive threes as the Pacers went on a 16-4 run to battle back from a 19-point deficit. So despite Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland going a combined 5 for 21 in the first half, Cleveland still led by 4 at the break.
Wow.
Indiana exploded in the third quarter, going on a 17-2 run to take their first lead since early in the first quarter, led by as much as 12 in the third before the Cavs cut it to 9 heading into the fourth quarter. Haliburton led the Pacers with 31 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 10 of 15 from the field, 6 for 10 from 3. First 30-point game this postseason, third of his career. Pascal Siakam had 21, 8 boards, and 5 dimes on 8 of 20 shooting. Andrew Nebhard added 18 and 6 dimes. He was 7-11 from the field. Aaron Nesmith put up a double-double, 13 points, 13 rebounds. Miles Turner had 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 blocks. So Donovan Mitchell tried to help the Cavs mount a comeback in the fourth quarter, scoring 16 of his 35 in the final frame. Spider was 8 of 25 from the field, 4 of 13 from 3, and 15 for 21 from the line. Also had 9 rebounds, 4 steals. Evan Mobley had 24, 11 rebounds, and 2 blocks. DeAndre Hunter added 12 points off the bench. Darius Garland, 4 of 11 from the field, 0 for 8 from 3, and finished with 11 points. So the Cavs cut the Pacers' lead to 1 point in the fourth quarter, but that's the closest they would get. Pacers up 6 with under 2 minutes to play when Spider was fouled on a 3-point attempt. He missed all 3 free throws in that transaction. He did hit a 3 on the Cavs' next possession to cut the deficit to 3. Nebhard got an and 1 to put the Pacers back up by 6. And with under 30 seconds remaining in the game, Miles Turner put the nail in the Cavs' coffin, hitting a corner 3 to call game. You see how excited he was. Pacers got their 3rd straight win in Cleveland to clinch the series, reached their 2nd straight Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since 2014. They are the first team in NBA history to make back-to-back conference finals appearances as a 4 seed or lower since the playoffs expanded in 1984. After the game, Hallie had this to say about his series-clinching performance and what makes this Pacers team so special.
We're different than every other team in the NBA. You know, we don't just have one guy who scores all the points, or, you know, I think we defeat teams in different ways. We move the ball. The ball is flying. We got a lot of different guys making shots, making plays. And we've preached our depth all, you know, for the last couple of years, and, you know, it's paying off now. So, you know, I had a great game, but, you know, I think a big part of that was guys were finding me, putting me in the right spots. And, you know, we didn't panic after that rough start to the first quarter. We knew they were going to throw a punch. You know, we talked about that. We knew that they were going to, you know, throw a haymaker there, but I thought we weathered the storm the right way and got going from there. So really proud of our effort and, you know, proud of this group.
So Pacers have proven that they're an 8-win team in the postseason for the 2nd straight year. Mm-hmm. But Mr. B, do you think the Pacers can be a 16-win team this postseason?
I don't know, anything is possible, but shout out to Holly. They call him the most overrated player. Every time their team needs a closeout or to get a team out of here, he always steps up. I just love the way he's been playing, man. He's played like an old school point guard. A lot of his teammates are in double figures in scoring. That's when they're the most dangerous. And yeah, man, I just like the way he's been playing, the way he's been leading this team, and I'm excited for him. I mean, because they said he was the most overrated player, and he's showing that he's not.
More anonymous players doing that voting.
Yeah. And they need to let his dad back in the arena. Let Pops back in.
A word if Pops will be allowed in the arena anytime soon. Been watching at local Applebee's in both Cleveland and Indianapolis. But let's just throw this out. Kenyon, do you think that this Pacers squad, seeing the way that they played in this postseason, could be a 16-win team?
She made it this far. It's a tall task to get 16, but they believe they're playing well right now. They got to this point last year, so I think having that experience and not being able to get over the hump last year is going to help. So it's a possibility, man. I think they are trending up to be the a Cleveland team that was well put together and well coached. So yeah, no, it's possible. They remind me a lot of my Nets teams. Play fast, defend you. We're not looking for one particular big scorer. If somebody have one of them nights, then it's one of them nights. But everybody's in 6, 7 guys in double figures is tough to beat. As Oklahoma City is proving that, as Indiana is proving that, the Knicks are proving that. But when one has a big night, then it's great. But as long as everybody stays consistent, and I think they have been so far in these playoffs, they got a shot.
So you talk about that, but I think the difference with the other teams, obviously, Knicks got Jalen Brunson who can drop 40.
Yeah.
And then SGA, same thing with OKC. Hallie, not necessarily a scorer, but can do a little bit of everything on the court. Obviously, a distributor, facilitator. But it seems like this team just has guys who can step up at any moment, and when they're all in sync and locked in together, very difficult to beat. Battle back from numerous, fourth quarter comebacks, deficits.
Yeah, it's key.
Can you go to the video real quick? This is where Cleveland lost. Can you go back to that video? Let me show.
Why is that a foul on Siakam too?
And you see in that fourth where Indiana was going.
We're trying to go 6.
Everything to the basket.
Let me show you.
Second look.
Jesus.
It's unconventional.
Where's the contest?
I saw that on playback.
It goes in. It should be on your playback.tv/hostile territory for everybody who wants to
Tune
know what
in.
Mr. B on playback. Boom. Ooh.
Right here. Game, right? This right here. Stop.
Yeah.
The game was lost on this play right here.
To go up 10?
It's not even about the 10 points.
Yeah.
It's about crowd control.
Okay. Got you.
If you make this layup, nothing. The gym don't do nothing. Your players don't do nothing, right? You are the most athletic person in this series. If you would have came down and do what you think about fast break dunks. Everybody you start doing this, the fans start doing this, the players start doing. You go and do one of them Spider-Man dunks that you normally do, the 2-foot power, bring it back. The crowd go crazy, your bench go crazy. It puts momentum into the game. There's moments in the game that you need to do something special.
Mm-hmm.
Like think about whenever you've seen somebody on a fast break and they did something, everybody, you start doing this, everybody start getting closer, you start doing this shit right here, and every time somebody on a fast break, a high level guy, went in and just made a layup, you're like, oh. Every single time,
But
Donovan Mitchell's defense, janky ankle.
I don't give a
Go off 2.
I don't care.
Janky-
You're a 2-foot jumper. You're a 2-foot jumper.
Come on.
Go off 2.
Playing with a janky
I
ankle.
mean, look, he
didn't play
probably
the second half
didn't.
of the previous
Listen, I
game.
get maybe, but
Even if he makes it, it's 2 points.
it's too, like we.
And you're building where you need to win, where you need to build and to be at level 10 the whole time.
I dig it. Yeah.
If you was down 10, that dunk right there is what brings the building back.
Or he might go up and foul you.
But I'm saying
Still-
maybe on his
still
steps,
go up there,
but maybe on his steps he couldn't gather he was
He looked like I'm just about to go lay this.
He thought
like
he
it
was
was
going to let him lay it in like it's a regular season.
Yeah.
He thought it was a regular season.
Yeah, right, true.
Like think about
He
like,
did.
so-
Sprained ankle.
He went up like it's a regular season.
I know
like think about some of them plays. Just some of them plays like that block gave Indiana
Momentum.
momentum. Like, oh shit, yeah. That's how we playing, yeah. And those are the little things that dictate the game that you got to take advantage of.
Yeah.
And then from there, it just trickles down.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
And that's why I said like that was. I'm looking at the play. I didn't even know what the score was. I'm like, that's where it is.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like when you started the game off, right? Motherfucker going there with that one of them fancy layups, and you grab that bitch and throw it. Like, oh shit, it's one of these.
One of
games.
them. Yeah.
Right? It's just
We playing
moments,
I'm
especially in the
We in the
playoffs.
playoff. We playing the Pistons, man. I got it. First 3 games, man. I got a dunk on the tip. Off the jump ball, off the tip.
Oh, yeah.
I got a dunk. First 3 games.
And it makes you be like, timeout.
It's
God,
just-
Before
momentum.
game 4, Charles stepped that motherfucker. Hey, listen, man.
yeah.
Looked at his bid. Not today.
Did they call the timeout off the third game?
No, they just you just saw it, right? You just was like, everybody on they just
Yeah, we just.
here we go again. Right? Here we go again.
Take your soul out.
You just need there's
Over. You already see it. It's like, yeah, they done.
There's moments in the
That's that
game
shit, yeah.
where
And we
you're,
swept
you're trying to control, like it's like
Oh yeah.
it's a room controller.
Right,
And that was a room controller for
I dig it.
Cleveland.
That-
So
I didn't think about it that way, but that's.
But what you're saying, though,
absolutely.
despite, because I watched the game live and saw that play and had the same feel, because you basically have an easy, for sure, 2 points, like you said. Crowd's going to cheer, but it's not going to look exciting. But I'm also looking at Donovan Mitchell, missing the second half of the previous game, limping around on the court, doing everything he can to try and keep his team in this series.
But I knew he was going to show up.
Yeah.
But
I'm saying, but in that moment,
Jump off two, dunk it with two hands, something.
You're a 2 foot jumper
something.
anyway.
Give me something.
I mean, that lean,
like-
you would have pulled out that motherfucking lean, boom!
I mean, because he tried to come down on one play and he got hung.
he
I
all
think it was like the second
motherfucking
half or the first half. He tried to come down and dunk it.
Like that dunk wasn't for him. That dunk was for everybody in the
Yeah.
building. And
So
the bench, because
regardless
at that
of what
moment in
you're
time,
doing,
he's playing well. Everybody, it just seemed like everybody didn't come to work.
yeah. And we will talk
Everybody
about
was
that in a
like,
second. We will
yeah.
talk about that in a second. Because that's definitely what we've seen. Like, when we asked the chat, can the Pacers win the title? 46% of the chat thinks that the Pacers can do it. 54% said
Win
they
the
can.
title?
Yeah. 16 win team. So win 16 games in the postseason.
No.
That means you are the NBA
The
champion
title?
of the
No.
world.
That team shit ain't working in the championship game when you got motherfuckers on the other side that they got team play and they got dominant play.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know at least the same motherfuckers gonna show. We got 7 games. That one person on our team is gonna be dominant at least 5 of those games, and then somebody else can show up to help out.
Even in their own conference, obviously.
You got motherfuckers like, you good this game, you good that game, you good, you nah. That's not how that last game is, unless you shutting them motherfuckers down from being dominant.
It seems like similarity with the Knicks. Obviously, Pacers defeated the Knicks last season, but Brunson was hurt. OG Anunoby got hurt early in that game 7. Different Knicks squad coming through with Cat, but they also have guys on their roster similar to the Pacers that,
This is a rival.
yeah. But it is a
This is a rival right here. This,
WWE predicted it.
yeah, this might be one of the most exciting series in the playoffs.
Which one?
The Knicks and Pacers. It's gonna take it back to the '90s for sure.
The 90s.
Yeah, the '90s. The Knicks and the Reggie with the choke back in the day. You don't remember all that?
No, I remember Reggie. It was Reggie versus the Knicks. It wasn't the Pacers versus.
No, it don't.
No, I know.
Good.
Rick Smith.
hey,
No.
that-
But
them
they
teams-
only promoted one. Like
Good.
when we think about Pacers and we think about Knicks, we only think about literally like Reggie and Spike Lee.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah,
I
but-
went to a playoff.
Yeah, but still, come on, come on.
College.
You have New York back.
Yeah, I went up to Indiana and went to a playoff game when I was in college. We got tickets to go to a playoff game, and it was playing the Knicks in the playoffs. Yeah, that shit was, yeah.
Yeah, that's a right.
Well, it's gonna be a good series if you know. Just
Yeah, that was
one is finished. One finished their meal. The other one got to finish theirs. And the worst thing they want to do is keep this series going. They want to end it as quick as possible too.
They better.
So Kenyon, Steve, our showrunner of the show would like to know how you got those tickets to go to that game in Indiana.
Me in college, yeah.
Statute of limitations has since passed.
Who gave you
And I respect it. We were testing you just to see.
Oh, no, my girl in college parents, they had money.
Oh, okay. See?
That was good.
Yeah, no, fact.
That was good.
No, they stayed in the neighborhood across the street from Hugs.
Oh, okay. No.
Right.
Why did you get Knicks tickets? Just out of all the tickets around, you just get Knicks tickets, huh?
Yeah, it was before my senior year. So if it was my senior year, that's one thing. I was just mediocre basketball player before that.
Oh, so chose
It
why?
was like my sophomore, junior year. I was okay then.
How far is that trip from Cincy?
Hour tops.
Oh,
Hour.
okay. So I didn't realize it was that close.
Yeah, now.
There was nice. You know, they bringing back some good feeling games, man.
So let's talk Hallie. We got to give him his love. Like you mentioned, Athletics Anonymous player poll came out, voted him the most overrated player in the league. Obviously, took exception to that, performing at a very high level since that. So Hallie hit.
Whoa.
Huh?
He was playing at a very high level, and that's why they did it.
Wait, what happened?
Yes.
Not since then. He was playing at
But
a
it's
high
used that as
level. That's
motivation.
why he got those.
Use
why they
that as
started hating.
motivation.
That's why they started hating. Oh, I don't like this motherfucker. Oh, damn. and he's been playing up to.
They had a couple of down games in this series, but when it mattered, when it was time to end this thing, keep it pushing.
He was still plus.
That motherfucker been averaging. He's averaged a double-double. So don't try to pretend like ever since he's been doing.
I'm just saying, since that happened, he's had a little extra pep in his step. Hallie hit 6 threes in the game. Second series clincher with 5+ threes, tying Reggie Miller for the most in franchise history. So Hallie's performance got the attention of his Olympic teammate, LeBron James, who offered these thoughts after the first half of Game 5. He said, Hallie, fucking hooping. We're the lames who said he was overrated, quiet as hell. That boy nice. And even more, someone everyone would love to play with. He made sure to plug his Mind the Game podcast. Everyone would love to play with, I imagine, including himself. But that's neither here nor there.
I like that.
That's neither here nor there. No, Gil, you've been off the Bron. You've been off the Bron bandwagon.
No.
So we taking our talents elsewhere.
no.
We taking our talents elsewhere. No, I'm just
Hallie
fucking
don't
with
need
you.
to come to LA.
I ain't come to work to talk about
I
that.
wasn't suggesting that he came to
Not
LA.
no.
See, I find a way to put on my purple.
I was not
No, but
suggesting
I
that.
find a way to put on purple and
No,
gold.
but I'm
was
saying
not
Lakers
suggesting-
don't- The Lakers don't want that.
Was not
Don't
suggesting
tell us
that.
what we want and what we need.
I'm telling you.
Don't tell us what we want.
don't want
Let's
that.
just keep focusing on how.
Was not suggesting that Hallie came to LA.
We're not.
He gonna stay where he at. But how impressive has Tyrese Haliburton been in leading his squad to their second straight Eastern Conference Finals? We talked about this over the past couple weeks. Seems like the Pacers are a team slept on, don't get the love that they deserve. No, they got swept in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, but they are back this year again.
Wait, then they got swept in these conference finals?
The Celtics.
He's been the best pure point guard in the playoffs.
And we did have that conversation a while back.
Running the team, running the show, no matter if he's having a bad game or not, still finding ways to win, and showing up in big time moments when the team needs him. And I just love the style of play. I mean, so.
And not just in the playoffs. Shit.
I mean, yeah. Before that,
Shit, it's just who he is.
yeah. But I'm just saying, since
Pass first, low
Since-
turnover.
yeah.
Shit, gotta love that, man.
But since I feel like the overrated thing, people's been like really paying attention to what he's been doing.
Yeah, because that dumbass list.
It's special.
Been an underdog most of his career, unranked in high school. Got to
shit don't
start with the
matter.
Kings. I know, but I'm just saying the ability and the trajectory to.
Best point guard, best guard. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to get.
Your point guard's point guard.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what if we ask, I guess, old school media, what is the definition of a pure point guard? I know the basic is think pass first, right? You pass first before you shoot. But what is the stat on that? What is the actual stat on pure point? What classifies you as a pure point before you jump into just
Point guard.
point guard? Now, we know there's a number on scoring guard. What
Would you call
John
Magic a
Stockton.
pure point guard?
John Stockton, his assist.
No.
Who?
I call
Magic?
Magic Johnson a power forward that was gifted like a motherfucker that made passes
John
because
Stockton?
he had vision like God.
more point
you know what I mean?
forward.
Like, and I think that's where it got fucked up at because of the unicorn.
Yeah, I think
a
it's-
guy who's a small forward, I can put the ball in his hand and he was Magic. You know what I mean? Like,
Someone that fits that, like he's saying, it's of course, pass first, low. I ain't gonna say low turnover. Just whatever the turnovers are, you want them to be low, of course. It's just the floor generalship of it. You're dictating shots. Chris Paul is that, right?
yeah.
He is your modern day typical. I'm shooting second no matter what, right? Everybody else, unless I got it, I'm shooting second.
So even if you lead your team in scoring, you still consider.
If you're doing that,
Yeah, if you're leading your team in scoring,
if you shooting second,
like
Yeah, but
like
I'm trying to fit because
Yeah.
so they said because I seen an interview with Hallie and they said pure point guard, and he said I don't think I'm a pure point guard. I don't think it exists anymore. I think
It does.
what ended up happening is they told us we need to do more. We don't want pure point guards because the thought of a pure like even back in the day.
but he is that though, because
But he's the one who
fits.
took away the notion like
he tried to, but he plays
But yeah,
that way.
a pure point guard is like
pure point guard to me was always.
I feel like John Stockton was a pure point guard. He scored. He got assists and he got steals.
You talk about, but even like a Chris Paul averaging 21 and 12.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It kind of.
But Jason Kidd is a pure point
12
guard.
is
But what I'm saying, but
that, right? But he still shoots second.
I can score.
I
but
shoot a high percentage.
Yeah.
Right? Chris Paul has always shot a 2 and 3, shoot a high percentage. He makes free throws. So his points are not coming he's not hunting. These guards nowadays, they are hunting that shot first, right? It ain't just Chris Paul, no matter he can average 21, he still is shoot second.
I'm just talking about his third season in the
Yeah.
league when he finished second in MVP voting, but
Yeah, he shoots second.
led the league in assists, but still giving
You
me
got
21 of them
You
things.
got Jason Kidd.
Shoot second.
You got John Stockton.
They shoot third, fourth, fifth.
No, what I'm saying is,
right?
how many points versus assists do you need to be in before you become like? So if
I don't think it's a number on it.
No.
I don't think because, like you said, Chris Paul averaged 21 and 12.
so 21 and 12. So that's what I'm saying. Like if I average 21 and 7,
Nah.
okay. So
No,
no.
that doesn't. No, I don't think so.
No, you gotta be in that 10.
Because you can stumble
So
because the
Jay-
ball is in
like-
your
like
hand a
nine-
lot.
like-
You
like
can stumble
9,
into
10.
7 assists,
Jay Kidd is a pure
right?
Because-
You can stumble into 7 assists.
Okay, so now somebody who would fit pure point guard but don't average that
Yes.
would then be Lonzo
Lonzo
Ball.
Ball. But
Right? He's the definition of a pure point guard because
his brother.
see he jumps into another realm because
I mean, his brother got hurt, but his brother was more of a pure.
like when people
Lonzo,
talk about,
Lonzo is a pure point guard.
Yeah.
yes, he's a pure
Lonzo
point
is a pure point guard.
Yeah.
LaMelo is the opposite.
guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and then when you talk about pure, he's never gonna average 11 assists because he don't play the game like that.
Well,
Like when you talk about
he hasn't been
like,
on a team where he's been capable to do that.
like Rondo, you know what I
Pure
mean?
point
Jay
guard.
Kidd, like
Pure point, yeah.
I don't know. It's just like some of the
Like, so just take Darren Williams. Darren Williams averaged, but he led his team in assists, but it's like, what is that number though?
Yeah.
He can average 9. He averaged 9, but you still don't, you look at Darren like, he's a scorer first.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
like if I told
All right.
you
Yeah.
Andre Miller.
pure point. And he's not going to average 11 assists. Like, you know, because if we say James Harden, you're like, hell no.
No,
He got the assist.
but he's
Yeah,
not.
no, but he's not though.
But you see what I'm saying? So it's like there's this real fine line before.
What you looking at?
Darren Williams.
Ricky
Whenever
Rubio
y'all
was
start
a
talking
pure-
about people, I just started looking at their
Like Ricky Rubio was a pure.
People, see, I always assume like
19 and 11.
Darren Williams.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like consistently, 20 and
17
10.
like
He was the
seven-
best point guard in the NBA. at one
like 17 and 9. What is that?
Okay,
but
I give you that.
Who was that?
Marbury.
Oh,
You see what
but
I'm
in
saying?
the so if it was somebody that I thought them stats was now, right? 17 and 9 then.
Hallie very close to that right now, though.
17-9 then. That was
17 and 9 then. Yes.
Yeah.
Said that, yes.
What was he
yeah.
called? Ball hog. Ball hog.
Because he did.
See,
What was
Look for
Kevin
his
Johnson?
shot first. Huh?
I'm pretty sure.
What was
Kevin Johnson. He was 19 and 9 his career.
So Hallie averaged 19 and 9 regular season. I think he's
Same
on
as Steph.
18 and
I
9
look at him at the same as
this
Steph.
postseason.
Right?
Okay.
Athletic, gifted point guard was
So those other
to
guard
get you in your offense, but at any given time might put his head down and go get one.
Yeah,
right?
so it's
So what about like Baron Davis and like Steve Francis? Those guys.
now see,
Dave.
Baron Davis is a tricky one because Baron Davis is a pure point guard,
Right.
His brain.
but he was skilled enough to score. He reminds me of more of a Hallie type.
Okay.
Right? Right. If I got a guy if I got a team that can go do their thing, I'll
defer.
all day. Right. I'll sit here and do all the. I'll get 15 assists. You know what I mean? But if I see motherfuckers that's not fucking, then I'm gonna go score 20 something. So he reminds me of kind of like Hallie. You can remind me of who else is like that, where they can average. They can average 12 assists. Like same thing with
about
Trae
Jamal?
Young, right? I don't have to be a scorer. Like I heard Derrick Rose, right? When he said I wasn't a scorer. They made me a scorer.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like some guys,
Yeah, he was a pass
they're
first
just
point
gifted enough. Like if Hallie wants to average 30, he can. He has the ability. He has the shot. He has the pick and roll. He has the system. So he defers more than like if Shea want to average 12 assists, ain't nobody stopping him. Because he's
I
going to
think that's his next step.
He's going to manipulate the game so much.
I think that's his next step.
Because
He could do it too because he got
I think
the
that's
ball.
his next step.
What about Jamal Tinsley?
he was a peer.
He was a pure point guard.
Okay.
Pure.
Absolutely.
Right? So it's like,
Yes,
you know,
he's past fourth. I mean, he's shoot fourth guy. Like
So not-
everybody else gonna get a shot before Maul.
so it's not necessarily, I guess it's not necessarily, it's the assist. The assist doesn't dictate if you are a peer, just how you play the game.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I heard him when he said it, I had thought about when Hallie said it, he was like, you know, now you can't just be a pass guy. You got to be able to put the ball in the basket
Yeah.
too, because the game is going to dictate it. And when he said it, I'm like,
Because at that
right.
position,
Yeah,
yes,
he's right.
right? At that 1 and that 2 position in the NBA, you got to be able to go get a bucket when you need one, right? You got to be able to break your man down. And if it's there, like you break him down in the first 3 quarters, now like he's proven, you break him down in the first 3 quarters, it's boom, 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 here, boom, 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 here, boom, boom. Now it's boom, boom, boom. The fourth quarter, now I'm looking for my offense now. And when I get to certain spots, now it's Pascal, Siakam, here you go, right? It's Nembhard, here you go. Naismith, here you go.
But Hallie's
that,
still
right?
having that killer instinct, though. When it's time to
that's
go
what
get
I
a
said.
bucket,
It's just gifted.
It's a bucket no matter. We're going to get a good shot with him. That's the thing. So what? To add on to the conversation that we're having, to make sure we get a good shot, right? To make sure we get a good quality shot every possession. It might be me, like Jalen Brunson is. I'm gonna make sure that pass might be third for him in that situation, right?
but it's going to be a good shot.
It's going to be a good shot, absolutely, right? It's going to be his shot or free throws, then my teammates. But we're getting a good one every time. Other guys in the fourth quarter, when the game playoffs and in the fourth quarter, we're getting a quality shot every time. I'm going to make sure when the ball is in my hand and I'm dictating these things, we're going to get a quality shot every possession, right? Low turnover, especially late in games, shit like that. Just can't be kicking that bitch in the stands when the game on the line, right?
Yeah, I guess in today's game, you don't really want the old traditional sense of a pure point.
They can't shoot.
Yeah. Like, so you don't, like,
Yes.
Minnesota's downfall is they have a pure point. They have a real pure point, and it's like, what are you doing with him? Because it's not like you're putting the ball in his hand to let him manipulate the game. You got him sitting in the corner doing corner shit.
Mike Conley?
Conley.
He's shooting 26% and 36%.
Because that's not how he played.
26%, 36% from the field.
Like he becomes a second option at this point in how you play the game or how your team is functioning. Your team is functioning as Ant-Man is the primary point.
Absolutely.
Which means you need to have DiVincenzo as your starting because he's the shooting guard, or you need to have young Rob over that motherfucker come in and just playing wild man basketball because for the most part, 90% of the ball is going to be in Ant-Man's hand.
Absolutely.
Now when you have your pure point out there, being a shooting guard, he's sitting there like, yeah, this. So he's
what I do.
He's just wasted minutes. Because now he becomes your primary shooter, and that's not what he do. He's pick and roll, manipulate, all right, get a good shot, and you done took him out the game.
It is Chauncey playing with Chris Paul.
Yes. Chauncey playing with Chris Paul. And he's sitting there like, so I'm Rip Hamilton now. Yeah.
What would you call John Wall?
I'll call John Wall a pure point.
Okay.
Like John Wall's nature was to pass the ball and realize when he got to the NBA, yeah, these motherfuckers can't stay in front
They
of
slow.
He was 6'4", 6'5".
This is
Easy.
hey, I see you, but hey, this is crazy.
So, like we talked about, it's looking like we're going to get a rematch from the playoffs last season. Pacers are Knicks up 3-1 to the Celtics. Obviously, Celtics lost Jason Tatum
I love that shit,
for an
man.
extended
Yeah,
period
and
of
I'm
time.
I love teams playing in multiple years back to back because you game one, dog. Hey, somebody getting kicked out, tech something game one.
I'm saying that's gonna be crazy.
Indiana, whatever you did last year, throw that shit out the window. Don't go off of last year game plan.
No, they played Boston last year.
Yeah.
Much
No, I'm
better.
saying, but the Knicks.
Indiana. Oh, with them. Oh.
Took the Knicks to 7, beat them in game 7.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You-
Brunson was hurt, had the janky hand.
That's what I'm
OG
saying.
Anunoby,
Take
5 minutes.
whatever you
Oh,
did
yeah.
last
I
year,
did.
take that shit out the window
Yeah,
because
yes,
they got old. You got to. This is a new game plan,
Absolutely.
right?
Seem to
Absolutely.
still match up very, very nicely. Just depends on if this Pacers squad can kick it up even more of a notch. But Mr. B, do you like the Pacers' chances against the Knicks potentially
Yes, I do.
in the Eastern Conference Finals? We know what's going to happen though.
Yes, I do. Holly got a lot of chip on his shoulder, and they've been playing well, and I just like the way their team is. I just like that, like I said before, 7, 8 guys can score in double figures in scoring, and no disrespect to Brunson, but Brunson's been playing well, the Knicks has been playing well, but I just like what the Pacers are on right now.
That's
So
your thought.
I got Holly going to the finals.
You've been very pro Halley in this postseason. Has benefited you to this point. Can you think the Pacers got a chance
Yeah.
to get the Knicks in this series?
Anytime you get to the Eastern Conference Finals, dog, you got a chance. You're playing very good basketball, you get out the first round. You playing better basketball, you get out the second round. Your confidence grows with playing the style that you've played in the Eastern Conference Finals or the Western Conference Finals, whichever one you reach. Once you reach this point of it, you got a real chance. So the odds makers and all that shit, them odds they come up with, man, I got a real 50-50 shot at this thing, man. So we just got to show up, continue to be us, and hoop, man. Like, it's all about right now, will against will, man. Let's go out and fucking compete.
'Cause everybody tired.
Good. Are you ready?
Yeah. It's New York time, man. The city on fire. Them motherfuckers ain't slept since they won game 1.
Look, how they gonna be like this?
Nah, they ain't. New York ain't sleep. They
No, they probably have.
Business has been open, man.
No,
Them motherfuckers ain't sleep right now, man.
Crime has gone down
Crime is
significantly
going
in
down.
New York.
Like, nigga, we need everybody. Nobody dying.
New Yorkers don't feel like shooting
Nobody's
each other.
dying
Knicks
right
is
now.
winning. Boroughs coming together.
I was about to kill you, boy, but I need you to be yelling. I'll see you after the series, goddamn.
Who saw
I'll
that
see you in the
video
summer.
on Twitter? Yeah, we're not even trying to kill nobody
I'll
right
see
now.
you in the summer. We
too
need all
excited.
the people right now. All the barrows
No, you got-
is going. I just think, you know what I mean? It's just how the city is right now. You talking from the Liberty, just everything is moving very well for New York, period, just across the board.
Longtime Knicks fan, Gilbert Arena.
No, I'm not. Listen. Everybody asked me, they was like, wow, them wasn't even Timbs. And I said,
They were a pair of Timbs.
I'm saying, you know what I mean? I'm level 1. You don't get the Tim boots. Level 1, you just get the Europe and the color, the hat. You don't get this thing, the what? SMD. I don't get to use that yet.
can't say SMD.
I don't get the butters. I don't even get the Black Air Forces right now.
No SMD.
No SMD. I haven't leveled up to that yet. I'm still on my trial run. Free.
Chad wants you to know appropriate number of R's though in your year. So just
Yeah, I get 3. It's 3, you know what I mean? Low level, I get the low level mixtape.
3 R's in the year.
Low level mixtape. Those is the ones I get right now. So
Low level mixtape.
low level mixtape,
So we asked the chat who wins the Eastern Conference Finals. 63% said the Knicks.
Of course.
32% said the Pacers, but 5% said the Celtics. Just
Yeah, because it ain't over yet.
That
Still got
5%.
games to play.
That 5% they holding strong.
Listen, hey,
I love chaos, so wouldn't be mad either way.
right? Get the
Lakers have
win
been
one more.
eliminated.
Just win. Make it interesting.
I
Get it
thrive
to
off
6.
negativity.
Make
Get
it
it to
real interesting.
Get it to 6.
Yeah. I mean, this is wishful thinking. I mean, Boston can get this game, playing off of we love Jason Tatum, we playing in the energy, we can do it without him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that you can win. You can do that shit at home. Yeah, but reality kicks in. He ain't there. He ain't there. That pure shooter ain't there. The guy who's gonna come in and create double teams is not there. Y'all gonna have to play real basketball, and you're gonna have to take real basketball shots to do shit you ain't been doing all year.
I got to play go to hell ball.
And I'm
MVP over there.
going to a
Facts.
city. Yeah.
They got a Finals MVP over there.
Yeah,
Facts.
it's cool, but
Facts.
the Finals MVP ain't coming because you are the number one option and you are initiating the offense and you are commanding double teams.
Well, we're going
We're
to see
not
what
Derek, no, Derek White, and we got.
No, I mean, but what I'm saying is it's easy to play some real basketball when they get to double that motherfucker first.
Listen, we could just play.
And then we go. Like, it's easy for Murray and here we go. It's easy for Christian Brown to go 6 for 6 for the three-point line. It's easy for Michael Porter Jr. to go 6 for 6 from the three-point line because they don't create those shots.
Yeah, but you still
there's a person that's getting doubled first, and all 6 of those shots is gonna be wide open.
Well, you gotta
so
make
if he ever goes 6 for 6, he don't get a standing ovation because it's not like he came down that motherfucker, did some of these. No, it was where you at?
You still got to make them though.
There you go. Yeah.
You still gotta make 'em, though,
Now he has to fuck making them. He has to create it. Then he got to make. Then he got to go through the double teams.
There's
Three games.
Gil, there's other people that can create too on that team.
Now you got to create it off the first.
We could just play go to hell. They
Like
could just play
if,
go to hell.
if Jokic is off, if we take we're watching it in real time. We're watching Golden State. You take the one entity off the court and we say, score.
With that entity.
They're like, yeah.
Yeah, but that.
And Kuminga said, I got it.
Yeah, it becomes a different game.
Yeah, but that entity is a top 5 player ever. So
It don't matter who it don't matter who it is. If I take the main source off the court and say, all right, y'all go out there and do your thing now, man.
Yeah, what's the record without Tatum this year?
I believe 8-2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 8-2. Now it's 8-2 and double team. Now we know the game plan. We know there's a game plan.
I mean, it's easy.
This ain't regular season.
I mean,
the playoffs has been showing these teams this shit ain't regular season. I have a blueprint of your game. And the blueprint is said, hey, we doubling you now.
Okay, yeah. I mean, y'all up 3-1.
We doubling you
y'all
now.
3-1.
So you gonna be Tatum. Cool. We're gonna double you. Who's gonna be Brown that's sitting in the corner? Who you want that to be?
P. Rabbit.
Derek White.
Derek White is Derek White. He gonna sit in the same position he was.
Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday gonna be Drew Holiday. He's sitting in the same position he was.
6th man of the year.
Yeah, who that is? Pritchard. Who gonna be Pritchard coming off the bench?
Starting.
Okay. You see how the game changes?
We're gonna start him.
But do you see it changes?
They can play all 48 tonight.
They're gonna have to. So you can win this game because of power. If you get back to New York, boy, you might get blown out by 30.
But that's my question for you. Obviously, you know the Knicks want to wrap this series up as quick as possible and have to do that on the Celtics floor. But being able to come back to the Garden, win Game 6, how
Game 6,
how turned up the city will be.
Oh, no, it'd be crazy.
The city ain't allowing it to get back.
Eddie's finna come down from the
Garden.
stands. Eddie gonna come down.
Eddie is coming down.
Like this game right here is pretty easy for Boston to try to win it because they really down 3-1, down 3-0 as the team, like Cleveland Cavaliers, right? Some of those, there's only, it's usually 3 players versus the team, their own team. Because remember, this is a team sport. This is not like boxing where I'm down and I just this last round, I can beat this motherfucker, right? I can beat him, right? I really believe. And you go out there and do some shit that only you believed. Well, when you're talking about team and you have that belief and a few of them got the belief that, motherfucker, I want to go home. I already put it in my mind, I want to go home. I don't want to be out here no more. I'm done. Fuck you niggas, man. That is a mindset. 15 players, at least 5 of them want to go home. They done already called and did all that, so you playing against that too.
Well, we will find out.
They champions.
That's what I said. It's easy for the Cavs, really. When you watch the game, some of them packed it up. Some of them already had their cars shipped out.
We will be watching on playback.
Right? Am I right? K-Mari, am I right? You really playing against a motherfucker like, yo, come on, dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. I said, come on, dog. This is crazy.
We will be watching the game on playback.
You wide open, motherfucker. This is what you doing out here.
Playback.tv/Gilbert Arenas for this Knicks game. Gil will be wearing his Timbs and a do-rag.
Motherfucking Donovan went to the line, missed some three free throws yesterday. I was like, oh, this motherfucker poor shaving, man.
Number one out.
But then came back next possession, made the three. I was like, oh, he's motherfucking trying to make it look good.
But let's talk Cavs. So after getting knocked out of the playoffs, Donovan Mitchell was still in shock, coming back onto the court shortly after the game, taking a seat on the Cavs bench by himself to reflect on the disappointing end to the season. During his post-game press conference, Mitchell also reflected on the series and the criticism that awaits, but had a message for Cavs fans and his team.
It's tough to win this league. Give them credit. We didn't do the things necessary. I love playing in that fucking arena, man. Like, that energy, that crowd. We're 0-3 at home. You know? Let the city down, man. This place is special. This place is really special. And we didn't get it done, Chris. I guess, especially at home. That's what hurts, you know? Yeah. Getting beat down like this, and y'all are gonna write some shit about us, man. And that's gonna be fuel. Like, you know, fuel for everybody. Y'all gonna say a lot of shit. Y'all are. And that's what it takes. I've been here. So I understand, we understand, and now we just gotta use it as fuel for next year. Y'all gonna write us the fuck off, man. But we'll be back. And let city down, let each other down. We'll be back.
So Cavs started season 15 straight wins, became second team in league history with 3 12-game winning streaks in the same season. I thought Suge was clapping. My bad.
He was.
Emotional over there. Don't worry. See you in Cancun. They were missing Darius Garland for the first 2 games of the series, and without Evan Mobley and DeAndre Hunter in game 2, still got hit with the gentleman's sweep in the second round. Cavs had 64 wins this season, which is tied for the 3rd most wins in a season for a team that didn't advance past the second round of the playoffs. Also had the coach of the year, Kenny Atkinson. Should the Cavs run it back next season or look to make some moves to strengthen the roster?
I think they should run it back. I mean, I think just injury. I mean, I think if they was fully healthy, they really would have a chance. Losing Darius Garland with the toe, Evan Mobley,
Coach of the year, defensive player of the year,
Jared Allen.
highest scoring team in the regular season.
I don't think they're front runners and stuff like that, but I just think injury. I mean, happens to a lot of teams every year in the playoffs. So when you don't have, you know, Donovan Mitchell's out there playing without 3 All-Stars. I mean, how are you going to win?
Yeah, that's one way to look at it. I mean,
What is the other way, Gil?
You can look at your team and say, yeah, we had a great regular season. We was a great team. We sacrificed coach of the year. And then, you know, we're going to run it back the same. Or you can be smart and really say, we was good, but we wasn't championship good. We was Eastern Conference Finals good, but we wasn't championship good. So let's get a little bit better. Let's upgrade some of these pieces. Dude, the worst thing to do is to think this team was going to win a championship, go into the summer, and then don't bring nobody in.
So you say even if they did win a chip,
they wasn't winning no chip.
But
Yeah, but how can you say that? But
They wasn't winning no chip. They wasn't chip ready yet.
But getting there, you don't think they would have been able to get there like fully healthy?
Don't know.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, I'm not going to look at the team.
You got guys that didn't even come out and try playing game 2.
I'm not going to look at my roster and say, we're going to run this. But no, I'm going to.
You already said?
I'm going to upgrade.
You said what?
You didn't even try.
For what game?
Game 2. Hunter, Mobley. You don't even suit up. We down. We lost game 1.
It might be.
But you played the next game. No, that don't work, man, in this. You ain't even try. Like, go out fucking warm up, then tell me, listen, man, I ain't got it. Give me a shot of fucking Toradol. It's the playoffs. Game 2, we lost game 1 at home. That shit mean, like, when I saw both of them dudes one playing, man, I'm like, oh, they ain't gonna beat nobody. The mentality. You got to respect Darius Garland, man. We down, man. I'm going to go out and try. My toe is fucked up. I'm going to try. He out there, bitch, limping around. You can visibly see. I didn't see no signs of Evan Mobley being labored. I didn't see no signs of DeAndre Hunter being labored. Game 3 and 4. I didn't see that game 4.
Follow through on the push.
Right? He looked fine. His wrist looked fine when he went and pushed Benjamin motherfucking Matthew. He looked fine to me then.
Solid.
So listen, you walked off the floor game 1. This is coming from the competitive nature of somebody. I just was looking, when y'all talk, I was looking at how many playoff games I played. Fucking lot. A lot of them. Was I healthy in all of them? Absolutely not. Was I my best? Absolutely not. But one thing them dudes, them other 14 guys in that locker room knew, I'm going to try. The fuck how I feel. You don't suit up, bruh. Give me something. We already down Darius Garland. We know he ain't healthy. We know this going into he missed game 1. So him playing in game 2 is slim and none. We've got to this point, DeAndre Hunter, when you came in, we started playing better. Evan Mobley, we rely on you nightly. It ain't just your points. It's your defensive presence. It's you being out there. It's something that we could use. And when they didn't play in game 2, I'm like, oh man, they ain't gonna, like I just said, they ain't gonna beat nobody. Ain't got no heart. I don't trust you. To Gil's point, if I'm Donovan Mitchell, I'm going to that motherfucker like, yo, man, we got to do I don't know who you got to go get, who you got to get rid of.
Ain't nobody coming there.
But my thing is,
You
can't. I'm hot if I'm Donovan Mitchell, man. I'm labored. I came into this with a bum ankle.
Mm-hmm.
People can say, I'm gonna play. Everybody, we all thought he playing. And in a doubt in our mind, he was playing in game 5. With a doubt in our mind, he was playing. No matter how he felt. No. That's why he set out the second half of game 4. The game out, they're down 40. Right? You come out game 2, if you DeAndre Hunter and you Evan Mobley, it get that way, and you be like, listen, man, then shut me. Cool. My teammates look at me different. That matters. Well, it did to me. I'm pretty sure it did to you. Mm-hmm. How your teammates looked at you. Whether they looked at you like, man, right? Mm-hmm. You want to be dependent on like that regular season. We won all them games in the regular season. Great. We did this shit together. Great. Cool. Cool. That ain't now. Like we depend on you, right? Evan Mobley, you defensive player of the year, homie. That means something to us. We need you out there. We lost game 1 with you out there. You out there, we lost game 1 with you out there. Do you think we got a chance if you're not out there? See, that's the bothersome part, right? The mentality of the guy, like, we lost game 1 with you. Mm-hmm. So you put us in harm's. What you think we finna do in game 2? We're down 2 games going on the road. Got lucky. Got a game. Right? Got lucky. So you got to make some changes, man. I'm questioning them dudes, man. Like if I'm Donovan Mitchell and I'm Kenny Axon, I'm questioning them dudes.
I know you question them, but who gonna come there?
I don't know.
Who coming to the Cleveland?
Free agent.
The lake on fire.
Hey,
Cleveland.
Huh?
The lake was on fire.
Oh, it's been on fire before, so hey, I'm just saying. Nah, that's just
It's hard to
112 career playoff game.
I just feel like this was their best chance of trying.
No, it's not. I mean, they have a solid. It's just like Bucks, man. When Bucks won the championship, and they went into the summer and they didn't upgrade because you were champions. But you know why you were champions. The reality of why you were champions. The team, the megalodon that you faced, that beat the fuck out of you, that showed you you're not even on our level. They all went down. That's how you advance. You didn't advance because you beat them. You advanced because they went down. And you got to the next level, and you got to the next level, and then you faced the Suns team, right? You end up winning. Who cares how you won? You won. You go into the summer thinking we are them dudes. That should have been, hey, we do remember what happened against Brooklyn. We got to upgrade this fucking team so we can, and that's what happened. That's why they haven't went nowhere, because reality kicked in. And then we just realized, just Giannis is fucking good.
Denver, them.
There's like you have to actually look at yourselves and say, hey, okay, all right.
And they won it.
Where do we need to upgrade? If we rank our team 1 through 5, how many of us are top 5 in our position? One of us is probably number 30. You can start there. 1 through 5. There's one of us on our team right here. It's probably ranked 30 in the NBA in our position as starters. You can upgrade there and go from there. And that's how you really have to look at yourself. It's just like getting better in the summer. I don't give a fuck what you did. You go and say, all right, this is what I accomplished. What are my fucking flaws? And how do I make up my strengths? And that goes for a lot of teams. And they're going to be one of them. Indiana, you beat on a team that was hurt. You're going to have to look at yourself. I don't give a fuck where you go. You got to upgrade, man. You can't go back into the next season with the same iPhone. iPhone upgrades every year. But you better upgrade every year.
So let's talk about, just speaking of upgrades, so Donovan Mitchell reached the playoffs in each of his 8 seasons in the league with the Jazz and Cavs, never advanced past the second round. He's still only 28 years old. This is the conversation we had throughout the season. But can Donovan Mitchell be the guy on a championship level team?
Well, I don't know. He's never been on a championship level team. It's impressive. This is probably the best team he's been on.
I think the Jazz were top in the West one of those playoff runs.
But he hasn't
the
been
year
on
following the COVID season.
Like, you can look at a team start the season off and be like, okay, these them boys, right? You can do that. He's never been on a team where you're like, okay, this is his year to fuck up. He's never been on that.
But do you feel like a lot of teams don't upgrade like that because they don't really know championship culture?
No, because there's only 5 teams that actually are trying to win a championship. There's only 5 teams. When every year there's 5. If they get it or don't, there's only 5. Then there's 15 teams that just want to make the playoffs. So they're going to just keep the roster good enough to make the playoffs. Then there's 10 teams that don't give a fuck. They don't care. They're going to make their money no matter what. Good, bad, they're going to keep getting the checks from the city itself and the market. And if they do get a winning team, cool. But that's about it. I'm not here trying to win no championship. That's not my business model here. That's why if you look around the NBA and you're talking about billionaires and your team sucks every year, every year your team sucks, that's his motto. That's his business model, slumlord.
So Brooklyn ain't tripping.
No. I'm in Brooklyn. I don't need to win shit in Brooklyn. Right? If he wants to slumlord it, he can. He's in the city where he can slumlord. Clippers can slumlord if they want to. They don't need to win here.
Ballmer different though.
I know he's bombing. No, you can tell he's trying to win something. Right? The newer owners, these new owners, it's like they're fans of basketball. It's them old motherfuckers. If you got them old owners that's still holding on, you don't really want to upgrade you don't want to upgrade your goddamn season tickets like that.
Portland is up for sale.
Yeah.
The Trailblazers up for sale.
And when whoever comes in, gotta remember, when I'm buying at a price like that, I gotta love the fucking sport.
Something about it.
If I bought my team for $1 million back in 1965, and my team says it's worth $600 million, bitch, I'm not trying to win. Don't tell me about shit. Who we got on our team? Right? Like you can tell who the basketball fans are. They showing up to the game.
Go, guys.
If you go and look at NBA owners, and you start looking at who the fuck is this? Yeah, they don't care. You start looking at like who the fuck is these? I didn't even who. I didn't know the woman was owning that team. I didn't know he was owning that team because they not there. They running off with their real business.
Right.
This is a check writer. How much we losing at what's that team over there?
Yeah.
Oh, the Minnesota. Yeah. Just write it off.
So, Mr. B, question for you: can Donovan Mitchell be the guy on a championship level team?
We won't know.
We won't know.
We won't know. We will never find out.
Listen, I'm going by history. Right? This is not my opinion. I can give two shits about, if history of the game is saying that at a certain height, if you are the best player at a certain height, your chances of winning a championship is not very high. In the last 40, 50 years, 50 championships, whatever, there's only two. And Steph Curry is all of 6'4" still. And he's still 6'4", right? It's not like he's just little framed. But under him, as the number one guy, has only been Isaiah Thomas. Really. The number one option. There's only been Isaiah. We throw Steph in there because he plays like a little guard. But 6'3", 6'2", 6'1", it's only been Isaiah Thomas. There's really haven't.
What happened?
It really hasn't. There's really no. So just history says it.
So we asked the chat, can Donovan Mitchell be the number one option on a championship team? 53% of the chat says yes. So one more thing real quick before we move on to our last topic.
53 said yes?
53 say yes. Before Game 5, TNT's Jared Greenberg said that Max Struss sent a message to the Cavs group chat that said, if you don't believe, don't show up for work. Struss then proceeded to have his worst game of this playoffs, putting up a donut while going 0 for 9 from the field, 0 for 6 from 3. So should Struss have kept that text message to himself?
Hell yeah, he should have kept that shit to himself, man.
If you
Don't show up.
don't show up to work.
Boy, hold on.
6'3".
With his shoes off, he's 6'2" and a half.
Yeah.
With his shoes on, he's 6'4".
Yeah.
So
I don't know what.
sure. So was he a clown when he was making shots for y'all? Huh, my ass, you heard me. Mm-hmm. Was he a clown when he was making shots for y'all?
No, he tweaked that shit.
But was he? I didn't ask you that. Was he a clown when he was making shots for y'all?
No.
So he a clown when he don't make shots. Y'all motherfucking fans.
Group chat.
You motherfucking fans are crazy.
He texted like he about to have 30.
Don't matter.
Went out there had a donut.
No, he trying to say something encouraging. He just had a bad fucking game.
Right message, wrong person.
No, he was making shots. He come out and
He ain't make one.
Okay.
well, he shot him. He's a shooter, right?
He had a donut though.
You gotta give him something
He's
for
a
that.
shooter, right?
Yeah, he's a shooter.
I'm not gonna blame him,
No, I'm not blaming.
right? No, what I'm saying.
They call this man a clown.
Like him not
He a
making,
fan.
him not making.
That's why I asked. He's a fan. That's why I say
Okay.
his fans are amazing.
Him not making shots versus him not just showing up is two different things.
He took the shots.
Like maybe his energy was just a little too high for this moment.
Teammates didn't show up in game 2.
Yeah, so I'm not, you know what I
Okay.
mean? I'm not worrying about like he went 0 from 9. He went 0
Where
from
you
9.
think it stemmed from?
Okay.
He just didn't pull that shit out of his ass.
Okay, no, I got you. I forgot about the game.
Teammates didn't play in game 2.
I forgot about the game too.
You think he just woke up before game 5? If you ain't gonna show up, don't. If you ain't open, don't. Like, no, that shit bothers some people.
Like, you know what the difference was? You know why he was 0 for 9? Score your own fucking basket. Yeah. See, the dude with the toe can't toe no more. Yeah, he can't get around these screens and then Max, score. Should look a little different. Right? You're talking about a team who averaged 28 assists in regular season, 10 last night. We not helping none of you motherfuckers. When you get it, do your own thing. And the motherfuckers realize, oh shit, only Donovan and Garland can create their own shots. The rest of us need them. And they not helping. Because Garland, we know he can't jump off his toe. We know he can't speed and get around his motherfucker. So we not gonna help. We're gonna let, hey Garland, if you wanna go and jump off and do all this, good. But we know you're not gonna do it. We know you gotta save some of this probably for the next game. So we gonna just stick you one-on-one. We're gonna deny. And if you get the ball, try to do it yourself. And you can't do it. So now these shots that you're taking is created by yourself, not your teammate. So now y'all scored all these points. Only 10 came from assists. That means you're 18 assists away from how you play Cleveland basketball. We're not letting you play Cleveland basketball. We're gonna make you play Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, it becomes a little different now. And that's take a week.
That's scouting, that's coaching, that's scouting report, and that's going out and implementing the scouting report, right?
Yep. Hey, what does the scouting report say about Denver? What's their record when Jokic scores 40-something?
2-5, 2 and something, yeah.
They got a losing record when he
2-5 when he scores 40
because
points in the playoff game.
When he's scoring that many points, that means he done gave up on those motherfuckers.
I mean, nobody touching the rock.
Yeah.
Nobody else is.
And now, if they not touching the ball, that means the guys that he needs are not there. So, what do you think it's going to look like Game 6? See, the only way they winning is if Jokic is 25 to 30 and 9 to 14 assists. When he starts creeping up into the 45, that means he said, fuck all this.
He gonna have 7 assists or under.
Yeah.
But he should have more. They just probably missing shots.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. That's the point.
But remember, if they making shots, he's shooting less.
Yes. Yeah.
That's how it always works. Right? Yeah. Donovan had 35. I mean, he ain't passing the fucking ball. When he's in that 21-19, that means these guys are hitting shots, so he's still believing in them.
But you can still believe and still get yours, right? Same time.
Not when your team is built a certain way.
Not when you've been winning.
Not when you've been winning a certain way. If I'm winning, I ain't really got to do it like that.
It's a formula to it. Right? It's a formula how they have been successful.
Right.
Like Hallie, if you look at his numbers, the reason he hasn't had high assists or high numbers is because everybody been doing it. Shit, he's sitting there scoring, Siakam out that motherfucker hitting shots. And like he said it, they was looking for me tonight. Right? Yeah, they found me, and he the point guard. He the point guard saying, they found me because, usually when we need you, motherfucker, we'll need you, we'll come over there. Other than that, they've been handling the game the way they need to be handling the game. Right? Everything is about taking away what we think is going to hurt us. And, some guys can jump out of it, like a Brunson or a Shea. We can say, we're going to make you a passer, right? Or shit, we're going to make you a scorer. And some of them are so good, they can do that too and still find a way to get their teammates involved, knowing what the game plan is. If I know, all right, we gonna make Kenyon take 25 shots tonight. Because that means, Kenyon ain't sitting here, we trying to double him, and then he sit there and throw this pass or throw this lob or do that. We're going to all stay home and let Kenyon just dunk the work. That means he ain't scoring, and that might help us win. Yeah, he had a hell of a night. Like, the game plan is the game plan, and sometimes he started dunking a couple times and like, let me go and dunk in. And now he done hit him, he the three, coach like, timeout, dog. Why are you helping?
Yeah.
Why the fuck you helping?
Come sit your ass down. Come sit your ass down.
So the game plan is the game plan, and
So with that in mind, let's move on to MostlyFans. Presented by the good folks at Underdog. Download the Underdog app, use promo code GIL.
2 hours, man, my Knicks is about to be.
Download the Underdog app, use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000
I didn't have an East Coast team.
All right. We will be on playback 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern.
I'm Knicks this year. Right.
Knicks for clicks.
I'm Knicks and Jaylen Brown.
I thought you was Tatum.
I'm Knicks and Jaylen Brown.
All right.
Knicks and Jaylen Brown.
Knicks and Jaylen Brown, baby.
Like I said, pull up to playback.tv/Gilbert Arena tonight, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m.
Lakers
Eastern.
lost who I was going
It
for.
was Jason Tatum.
Whatever Rashad team is, that's the team I'm going for.
Shaw will be back in the arena tomorrow.
Yeah,
but
we're going to be rooting for the same team
with the,
and the
with,
same player.
Gil, since you brought up the Knicks, mostly fans question has something to do with that from underdog user Zadarian. The Knicks took heat for playing heavy minutes all season, but now they look the most locked in. Should more teams stop low managing and just play through it?
History? I'm going off of history. History is saying load management is hurting the game because it's hurting the players. Right? It's these players is going down at a rapid speed. Like it's showing they're getting injuries we've never even seen in the sport. Quads, hammies, side muscles. I ain't even know motherfuckers. We had side muscles over here. Where did they create these shits from for me to pull this? Right? There's things that are happening in the game now that wasn't before. So I know we got new technology, but sometimes you got to look in the past to see what were y'all doing in the past because, you know, John Stockton, Karl Malone, right? We're talking about Michael Jordan,
Gary Payton,
right? You got players that played 82 games for years in a time where it was supposed to have been a brutal basketball, right? You got a player that's playing who came in 2003 that's still in the game, averaging 25, 7, and 7. You might want to ask why. Right? Hey, Karl Malone, hey, this is the Phoenix Suns here. I just want to pick your brain for a little bit. What was your summer workout plan? What did you do? Reggie Miller, hey, motherfucker, hey. You was skinny than a motherfucker. How did you last so long in the NBA? What was you doing? What was your diet like? Was your lifting? Hey, Mikhail, hey, Mr. Iron Man. Fuck you doing over there? Right? There's guys who's done shown. Like, are you lifting weights to stretch it? Like, what are you doing? Because obviously the fucking new people, these 27 and down, these goofy motherfuckers that I've been listening to that got computers and shit, they're wrong. Like the computer's wrong. The human body is still the human body. And something is saying that 90s, 80s, 70s is the physical part of being able to play longer. Some of these motherfuckers playing at Chuck Taylor's. Chucks. Taylor's.
And playing 82.
They didn't have motherfucking super glue back then, just regular ass glue. And they was fine. Right? So there's things that you gotta take from the past to see why.
At least the basics.
You know what I mean? There's why. Like, is it actually lifting real weights? This bando shit? This Pilates shit right here is I can tell you it's wrong because I can tell you this ain't Instagram. This ain't just take pictures and we look physique, right? Right? Because I can tell you if you tell all them to run and do something active, they're gonna pull that shit that look good for the pictures with the. You got
the pretty muscles as we call them.
Yeah, you got to jump and run and beat. You got to really do that stuff. And old school,
they doing all that shit, man.
Old school is telling us all this day off and we resting and all that. I mean,
that fucks up your body even more.
Yeah, right. We
resting around for 2 days.
Yeah, we resting and we doing this barely workout and we coming in playing against motherfucker John Moran and I gotta
come do this functional workout.
Like what happened to just lifting? Like I remember my rookie year, my paper, boom, boom, like we lifting. I don't know what they do
You need
today.
you need your muscles
Yeah,
to be firing at a very high level. There's John Morant's in this motherfucker.
You got to put muscles on top of muscles.
Yeah.
Like, you already got muscles in training camp. The training camp we did, you put something on top of them muscles, and then, it's...
And that was the difference, too, our training camp from their training camp today.
Man, them dudes going to training camp and walking out fine the first practice. Second practice, walking in the third, and then training camp over. Man,
They don't even do two. They don't even do 2 days a day.
that shit don't exist.
Do you go to sleep? Do you go to sleep at the same time? Every night?
No.
Around the same? No. Yours just.
My sleep pattern all fucked up.
You go to sleep at the same time?
No,
No.
no. I've been.
Good. How you know I sleep at all?
I'm pretty sure.
You don't give me no top ball.
But for the
One eye open.
but for the most part,
Yeah, about 2:30 in the morning every.
but for the most part, your body, you train your body to react, right? Now, if I was telling a kid how to train and how to just get shots up, right? And I say we're training for 200 shots a day, so 1,400 shots. I need you to take 1,400 shots a week. I'm telling you, for the best results, 200 7 days a week. You do 200 a day, and then you rest, and then you do, 400 on Wednesday, then you rest, and you do that. I'm telling you, what happens, your body remembers that cycle. It's gonna be ready to fire on Monday. It's gonna wanna sleep on Tuesday. It's gonna be ready to go max on Wednesday, rest on Thursday. What happens when you actually have to perform on Tuesdays and Thursdays? You're gonna be trying to get up and your body's gonna be say, this is a rest day. I'm not firing. That's what's happening in this sport that their bodies is being trained a certain pattern, and when you throw something on a rest pattern day, it fucks it up. Like I always remembered and was told on the night before the game, go to the gym and do something. So your body knows the fire at that time. Fire at that time. So I don't care if it's an off day, your body does its routine. Go to the gym, run around, do whatever, even if it's for 5 minutes, let your body know. Because if it's used to resting and going to sleep, it's gonna try to do that. And I noticed that when we played 1 o'clock games. If somebody did a statistics on my 1 o'clock games, I know for sure those is probably the worst stats I've ever had. That's gonna be my pattern.
Supposed to be sleep.
That's where I'm supposed to be sleep.
Fucking yes.
That is not.
Sitting there like, oh, shit, and trying to, now I got to overstimulate to try to get up for the game because my body want to naturally go to sleep, even though I just woke up. So new school need to try to think about just human nature itself to understand how to be functional.
Real talk from Gilbert Arenas here on Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop whoop.
Whoop.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a playback at 4 o'clock. And as some of y'all point out, I do fall asleep on those streams with my eyes open. You'll be working me, man. But want to say appreciate y'all to everybody on this couch. Another spirited day here in the arena. Appreciate everybody in the chat.
Some good insight.
Some great insight, some great talk, discourse around the game. We mind the game here as well.
The body is smarter than people think, man.
So what
Train that motherfucker to do whatever you wanted to do.
Real simple phrase, man, that Gil, what he is saying. I was preaching, I said to the boy, I said, repetition becomes habit, man. Like, repetition becomes habit. That plain and simple.
If you're used to quitting,
Yeah.
you're gonna keep quitting. If you're used to fighting through things, you're gonna always fight through things. It's a habit. Your body's gonna get used to the habit.
And stunning also a habit as well.
Like right now, right? Some of you guys at 11:30, 22 to 30,000 a year, it's your habit. 11:30, Gil's Arena's on, and you have created your environment around this time.
A very good habit to have.
Yeah.
Very addictive, intoxicating, if you will.
Need more of y'all to put the needle in your arm.
Yeah, we need more of y'all to be fiends.
And it becomes part of your functionality, and you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure when we don't come on at this time, kind of fucks your routine up.
I mean, it's on CPT.
Oh, see, these motherfuckers, I'm here, I'm ready to do what the fuck they doing. You know what I mean? Like, shit done fucked up my car. You know what I mean? It's just that routine you get into that makes you successful at what you do.
Oh, no, I got one of my partners in Dallas. Like he got his he get done with jujitsu, he get home, get showered, roll him one, get him a coffee. He like, hey, let him. Central Time, it's 1:30 today, local. Hey, where these niggas at?
Yeah, where y'all at? Hey, where y'all start texting? The fuck y'all late for? I know some people at 12:30 like, see these motherfuckers, man, they late now for 15 minutes. I gotta figure out what the fuck I'm doing for 15 minutes.
You gotta do regular work. Just keep the stream up. But we appreciate y'all for supporting the show, supporting the movement.
Absolutely.
This has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We will see y'all tomorrow.